Okay. Right. So are we all clear on the strategy we're doing then? 100%.
Yep.
Everyone knows their job?
I think
Punch things and then give Healy stuff when VV calls for it. Got it.
Let's see if you can pull off that adjusted opener then, Jiggy.
I'm useful.
Alright boys, make sure you're paired up and let's rock and roll. Are we streaming Multi Kings?
Yep.
We're all gonna die.
Are we doing the haha reset thing then?
Once Jiggy has seen a bit and gone up to where we are, then we'll do it.
Okay.
John boy.
Oh, that's too far, that's too far, that's too far.
Guys. I'm sorry. I forgot food.
Is what?
You forgot food!
John, what did I say?
I had a child kicking me.
That's not my problem. That's your issue to deal with.
Eat the child.
It just popped as well. My God.
Fuck. No, you can't complain like you've done it before.
Yeah, but I'm a fucking idiot.
John, just because one person on the team has been an idiot is not licensed to say, well, if he can be an idiot, so can I. He can't be an idiot.
You should not be me. Don't be me.
But that's a theory. Like, if one person screws up, everyone else is allowed to screw up once in a fight. So
yes.
No, I'm not going by that theory. I'm just saying, like, they can't complain because he's been a dipshit before.
I have every right to
Okay, I've got food.
I've made that mistake, and I know not to do it again.
Christ. Oh my God.
Sorry, does anyone want to stab John?
Fucking memes.
I kind of wish that he was actually around, so I could have just walked into the living room and slapped him.
Yeah, literally hit him.
Bad John.
Well, now you're definitely doing the way Mox boy.
Oh, for fuck. Yeah.
You brought this on yourself. I'm sorry. You're getting no sympathy from me. It's a good thing I hadn't actually popped my food yet.
I have. That's a whole 2 minutes I lost.
Save.
John owes us all 2 minutes of food.
Expensive, valuable food.
1 million per minute lost, please.
Right.
Add that to the money he already owes you.
Yep.
Right.
Oh no, my battery's like, fuck my life, man.
Yep, it's all in your hands now, Jiggy. Don't be nervous, you got this.
Be nervous, we're judging you.
Shut up, nobody cares what you think.
Alright, let's rock and roll, guys. Get Ray silence on and get focused.
Yeah. Come back there. Right?
Go.
Wet boy. Chain stratagem. Battle voice. Brotherhood. Devotion.
Nice. The eyes on C. Did the double leap work out okay?
yeah, that was fine.
Good. Your covenant work out okay, honey?
Mantra.
Thank you, baby.
Wet boy.
get that?
Yes, he does.
Yep.
She was talking to you, Warren. Go. Nice. The eyes on A, safe. Sorry, the eyes on D. The eyes on D, safe spots are A and C.
B.
A.
Wow, I'm stupid. Sorry, Legsy.
That's done.
I'm good. Looks like you're moving. Come back.
Brotherhood. Wet boy. Chain stratagem. Devotion.
Tell me if you're gonna turn him around, Grim.
I won't yet, don't worry. Local?
Go
Doing
in.
it now. Done doing it now.
Okay. Perfect timing.
Ping some waymarks.
Faint on.
Good job.
I don't think Faint made a difference.
Clearly not.
I'm gonna be home ganging the Buster.
Okie dokie.
Negation's off. Big spice. Right, we're good. The middle.
Adult voice.
As soon as you can, Jiggy.
Away.
Wet boy.
And face towards A. We have the male dance. Alright, it's the first one, so pop them, shake it off, it won't be off.
Robodor is up.
Medic 2 going out.
Get that shake up as soon as you can, buddy.
Coming now.
Alright, get to your spots. Go. Find A. Go. 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 He's gonna get a vulnerability. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
got
should be
hit.
okay now. You should be okay.
Refresh.
Laser shower.
Brotherhood.
Oh, where's the eye? Where's the eye? Eyes on A, Jiggy, so since you're near there already, let's go to D together. After the swap. Provoked. Yeah, I still need healing, buddy.
Yeah, I had you. That didn't go off when I wanted it to. Gave me a bit of a scare for a second there.
Chain
Blue.
stratagem.
Blue's on waymarks. Horizon.
Gonna be taking this 2 cooldowns.
In the middle.
Wet
As we
boy.
know, it's going to be the female dance.
Yep.
Easy one.
Mantra.
I'll be able to back up for first suppression.
Thank you. Medica 2 going out now.
With the team, Jiggy.
Oh shit.
Go. We're fine, we're good, we're good. Go. Behind. Find A. Go. And good job. Okay, where's the eye? Eye's on B, so let's go to A together. After the laser shower. Just get going. Alright. Fuck's sake. Yeah.
I reprisal it.
Yeah. Okay, my veil is up and ready. Prepare for suppression cell. I'll need to make you call.
Adult voice.
Dig in.
Actually, you can
Maybe-
LB.
I will in a minute, yeah.
On it.
Thank
Wet
you.
boy.
Magic 2 going out.
Going.
Game
Nice,
on.
got me there. Nice, good job. Beautiful. Alright, I'm waiting for Fingay. Ultimate turn, Shark me.
Sure.
Devotion.
Wait for the laser shower. Reprisal. Alright, the eye goes. Is the eye moving
Refresh.
yet? No, the eye's. Yeah. No, hallowed. Eye is on D,
Stay.
so we can stay here. We're leaning towards the left side, guys. Well, right side for you, right side for you.
Mantra's out.
Refresh.
Alright, second suppression. Pop it up.
Change stratagem.
Oh, that's spicy
I
damage.
got you. I got you.
Troubadour.
Go in.
Wet boy.
And I'm using ultimatum now.
Alright. And shock.
Wet boy.
And we're done. Nice. Good job, guys. They're dead. They're fucking dead.
Oh. Laser shower, laser showers.
Laser shower, yeah. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. We're good. It's done. Hey! Alright, chill out. Let him enjoy the transition.
I'm gonna go on mute.
Oh, I enjoyed that.
Yep.
Mustax.
Mustax versus mermaid.
He muted himself, it's fine.
Oh, I'm back though.
GG, welcome to Final Omega. Now panic! Panic!
I'm just gonna jump off.
Oh.
Fuck that.
Oh, suppose what? No!
What the fuck is that? Oh, get that in.
Pay attention to what's happening right now, buddy. Ow!
You're dying.
Bye-bye.
Alright, this is the first major mechanic. We have solved this one, so we'll show you the ones and then we'll talk about it, okay?
Yeah, let him start further from the fight.
No, I know, yeah, I'm just saying, yeah. It's the mechanic actually straight after this that we're working on.
Oh, I gotta remember how to deal with this now.
I
Yeah, it's been a
remember.
while.
No, I still remember perfectly how to do it. I hope everyone else remembers how to do patch.
Oh no, my coffee's cold.
I'm still
So
trying to
we're doing
shock.
By the way,
now we're doing
JJ?
it completely blind for Jig, are we now?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, basically, until we reach the part we're already working on, it's blind. And at that point, so basically, like he's gonna see patch once. Everyone else will do as we normally do, right?
Yeah.
And once we've seen patch once, I'll let him have a little think about it.
Yeah.
Right? Once or twice, yeah. And after that, at that point, right, then it's like we're gonna talk about what we know to do. We'll tell him how we handle patch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I need
That
my
is
phone.
one mean-looking motherfucker, though.
Wait till you hear him speak like that. He's different.
Oh, he's
Wait,
creepy.
he speaks?
No, I mean in the text. I wish he did speak like.
Oh, yeah.
His text
I
is
was like, what
different.
the fuck, he speaks?
Right.
I'm just uploading that log of
By the way,
MFOs.
if your music hasn't turned on, you should turn it on. This song is incredible.
Yeah, I turned it on just for this.
Just read what I say and tell me if it's correct or not.
Okay, right. The third one. No, the third one didn't matter for you two, did it?
No, I think it did a little bit.
Yeah,
Did
I think it did.
Oh, which one was it that we had? I think it was the blue one that broke. I think.
First, yeah.
Which one are we talking about?
Okay, we've said enough. This
arena is fucking beautiful, though. And scary. Beautiful
All right.
and scary.
Okay, since that was a one poll, we're gonna keep going on as normal for the remainder. Okay, so before patch though, we do have something first to worry about, and we'll give it 3 polls maximum for you to figure it out. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, sure.
Just pay attention to what we're gonna do, John. Don't forget about shade.
Yeah, please don't forget about Shade. Me and Morg do not want aggro on that bit.
When he says shade, by the way, Jiggy, he's not talking about you. You're tanking definitely, but he's talking about giving shade to me. And You'll understand why later.
It doesn't matter, let him just see it.
Yeah.
Alright.
And remember, Jiggy, you're not on push and talk. We have to listen to you.
I am not on push to talk. I am on
Good.
on fucking
Wet
voice
boy.
activity.
Change strategy. Battle voice.
Oh, I need to take potions off my bar. I nearly
Devotion.
popped it.
Target analysis. Something's happening to Krim.
Hello.
Okay. Okay. That was a beamy boy.
Patch, guys, assume positions. Break the first.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah,
of course.
Chickens.
Oh, yes, shit. Forgot to pull it, sorry. Forgot to pull it.
Okay.
I forgot how wide that was.
I read
Alright,
local regression.
Worry about patch in a minute. First things first. That first thing I did there, what do you think happened there? Or do you want to see it?
You got hit by something, and it probably gave you a wall, and you had to.
I got hit by target analysis, which gave me a magic vulnerability.
Yeah. And
Right.
you got hit by the beam afterwards.
Yeah.
Which I assume is magic damage.
Yeah, you're right.
Right. Fairly simple.
You
So
think
is
so?
it, does it
Let's
target
just say this.
Does it target tanks?
Not exactly, but let's just say this. This is all I'll say so far, by the way. All I'll say is, it took us about 4 pulls to figure out how this actually worked.
Oh, okay, so it's not that simple. Okay.
No.
All right.
Yeah. And this goes for Halloween. Halloween crowded, but there's a proper.
I
There is a
also saw
proper
you
way,
shirk.
yeah.
I also saw you shirk someone that's not me.
No, I did shark you. It was you.
Oh, it
should have
was
been on
me,
you.
okay.
Yeah, it was you. Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Basically, the shark there is to make sure that with shade I don't get aggro. But there's something else I want to say on top of that for why I'm getting shaded, but I won't say it yet.
All right.
But yeah, we want you to enjoy this properly. We're not just going to tell it all. So
I mean, I'm just fucking shaking at the moment, but I'll try to read the tooltips as I go.
it's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's fucking.
Oh,
Well,
in that
congrats
case,
on
stay away,
finally
stay
seeing
away
it.
from
Now you-
guides and strategies, because I posted
Congrats-
just rule books on that.
Congrats on finally seeing him, man. Now you can join us in hell on him.
Oh, he's scary looking.
I like him.
But that was a good job, though, guys. 1 shot, 1 pull. That's what I'm talking about.
It was like I said to David,
Change
but
strategy.
like that was so much
Battle
easier
voice.
like an actual plan.
Brotherhood. Devotion.
Right, it's me again. Just for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to do something a little different this time.
Just jump.
Just jump it, yeah, just jump it.
My finger was on the home gang, but I was too late.
Did you see how much that hit you, Paul, by the way?
A lot.
You had Thriller Battle running, though. I thought that would have been enough. Seemingly not.
I did not have any cooldowns for it though, but.
I don't have the Pepe hands emote.
Right. Okay, should we do one more, and then if you haven't figured it out by then, do you want us to tell you how it works?
Just the first mechanic, right? Not the patch.
Yeah, not patch, no. We'll
good.
talk about patch afterwards. Yes, it's costing a bit more time, but it was a one-shot pull, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I wonder if it has something to do with aggro, like wing or not wings, fucking whatever it's called.
I mean, we can tell you, but
I mean, it probably has something to do with aggro, considering.
again, it's up to you. You just say when you want us to tell you how it works.
Let's just do this, Paul. I'll see. We can do
Okay.
it, or you guys can explain it to me afterwards.
Try to do it properly then, Grim. Just for
Yep.
Well, to be fair, I technically was doing it properly.
I don't know if
Hello,
I don't
Mr.
know if
Cheese
you're
Wag.
supposed. I don't know if you're supposed to murder me, or if we could share it. But...
Yeah, that's right, Susie. Fucking went in, got a one-shot pull.
Wet boy.
That's what we've needed for a long time, to be honest.
Yeah.
Change strategy.
I don't know
Special
why my
battle
people
voice.
all
No,
negative.
Oh,
especially.
the shade!
Devotion.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
So
All
I'm
right.
getting hit by this.
I'm not going. You're taking that by yourself, by the way.
Yeah, I'm home ganging it.
All right. Positions. Here's the veal. I'm just going to do the pull out. Straight first ever.
What?
Move to sides. Move to the sides.
Oh shit.
I see you.
Yeah,
Take the
I
second
just wanted
tether.
to move faster.
I'm moving. I'm moving.
Yeah. Kinda hard to break it with a tether to cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of following you.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Technically, we did it, but you guys are all about to die. Except for maybe Jiggy. Oh, Jiggy's alive.
Oh, that's a spicy AoE.
Second wind.
Bobby. Oh, didn't quite get to see it.
Nope.
That was a 46k AoE. What the fuck?
Yeah. I've been doing passage for it. All right. So, all right then, Jiggy. So you think you've seen the first one enough that you can be like, okay, how the hell does that work? And what does it do? Well, actually, tell me. Since it targeted you this time, how do you think it works?
Patch.
No, not patch. Talking about.
No, not patch. Fucking the
target analysis. Yeah.
Well, what I'm assuming is that it hits one of the tanks, and the tank takes the target analysis alone, because I assume it's a cleave, the first.
You're half right and you're half wrong.
Alright, and then after that, the person who got the target analysis is gonna get the beam.
Right.
And they'll die if they don't either invuln it or share it with someone.
Right. Do you want me to tell you then how it works?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Basically, it's a shared tank buster, but it has a very funky way of who it chooses for its targets. You're half right in that it chooses one of the tanks, but more directly, it chooses between. It has a selection pool of 2 possible targets, and the 2 possible targets are the first and second in aggro. Yeah, it's random. That's why John is shading me now there, because we've had too many instances where Morb ended up second early on because of Bard Burst.
Yeah,
and then basically what happens is, let's say, so it'll choose between me or you. It's random. It'll pick either the main target or it will choose whoever it is second. It's completely random.
Ideally, it chooses one of us.
Yes, that's the idea. So the first hit target analysis. So if it's on me, right? It's a splash range AoE, right? That gives me magic vulnerability. The way you're supposed to do it then is once one tank has taken the magic vulnerability alone by themselves, you don't want both tanks to get it. Then both tanks stack together with heavy mitigation to share it.
Yeah, the one with magic vulnerability hides behind the other tank.
Yeah. But for the sake of prog right now, I'm just hellloading it and taking it along. Same if you get it, just home yang it. And believe me when I say you want to save your mitigation, because within the next 20 seconds there is another tank buster that we both take.
Ugh. Ew.
Right. So do you want to talk about Patch, or do you want to see Patch again first?
Well, for Patch, there's 2 kinds of tethers, I assume.
Yes, that is correct.
One thing, put the boss in the middle at the start. It'll make things
keep him in the middle. Keep him in the middle, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So there's local and remote regression?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And remember local and remote resonance. The principles are fundamentally the same.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, I know it by local and remote. The guys prefer to say it by blue and green or red tethers. So the green and red one is local aggression. The blue one is remote aggression.
Alright.
Did you notice any patterns to it at all with how it tethered players? Because there is a pattern.
I did not know, because I got one of each.
Well, to be fair, it's not really a spoiler. The pattern is your classic tanks and healers will all be tethered to a DPS.
Alright, okay, yeah.
Right. So, with that in mind now, did you see what happens? Did you see anything else that happened? Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to see it again?
There were black AoEs at some point with the tethers.
Yeah, that's correct.
But I'm not sure what they do.
Do you want us to tell you, or do you want to see it again? Because another thing he did early on as well was the diffused wave cannon. Basically, you've got to pay attention. You see those 2 big ring things on top of him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to pay attention to where they are not, wasn't it?
Yep.
When he does diffuse wave cannon, because that's where your safe spot's going to be.
Oh.
Do you remember Chaos's longitudinal latitude? It's literally the same. It's literally the same thing.
Alright.
Wider.
He will target either front or back or sides.
Yeah, but the indication is the things on his head.
Yeah, basically, whichever way they are facing is where the lasers are going to be.
The glowing side is the safe side.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's the
Do you want to tell?
And the tethers are still in effect while the wave cannon is going.
Mm-hmm. Well, they are in effect if you allow them to be in effect. I'll say that much.
All right.
Do you wanna go from there and maybe listen to our call-outs and see what happens?
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay. Pay attention to one thing. With the AoE, you may have noticed that we got a magic. The whole party gets a magic vulnerability, right?
I did not know.
Well, they do. Yeah, you would have seen it. Yeah, they get a magic vulnerability. Pay attention to the timer of it if you can.
Okay.
And then maybe you'll be able to figure out how this is supposed to work.
Wow. All right.
Wet boy.
Wet boy.
Change stratagem.
And don't worry about using up our time for this, by the way, jigging. Because honestly, honestly, we're just happy to be back. Hello.
Yeah.
T-spots, use wheel.
I'm just gonna shield.
Medical 2 going out.
Break the first tower.
Nope.
Alright, that is going to be side. Is that sides?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That was really late.
Wait, well, I thought it's supposed to be where the rings
The
are.
glowy sides.
It's the
Glowy
glowy
sides are safe
sides.
sides.
Oh, okay, my mistake, guys, yeah.
Yeah, so it was the sides.
Alright.
Did I get the black AoE when me and Azu broke the tether?
You got it when you died.
I got it when I died.
Oh yeah, it automatically explodes if you die as well, because that by default breaks the tether. You don't want that to happen, trust me.
No, because then it causes a knock-on effect and it's not nice.
Oh, okay.
So,
Then
do you
everybody
think you have an idea for how this works now?
Fuck no.
Do you want us to tell you how it works?
Yeah, you can tell me.
Alright, so
Maybe show the diagram in the Discord. It's still more or less correct.
we have a diagram of basically how it works. Is
I'll send it to you.
There are 4 tethers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have to break those 4 tethers. The problem, though, is that when one tether is broken, the party receives AoE damage and gets a magic vulnerability for 3 seconds. So you have to break them in sequence while doing the mechanics.
Yeah, I saw them. The magic bones.
Yeah.
And those came when we broke the tethers, or when someone broke the tether.
Basically, basically, yes. When you resolve the tether by breaking it, it causes the AoE. This is where remote and local comes into it. To break the local tether, you must get in close to your partner. To break the remote tether, you must go in far.
Alright.
But yeah, so this is the trick to the system, right? So one tank and one healer are each tethered to a DPS, right? The DPS we choose is at random. So what we do, so we know who is assigned to, is we have set semi-positions where we have me and you, when patch is being cast, hover around sort of his eastern region when the part of the DPS being from south, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have the healers on the other side. So think of his shoulders in that sense, but in a hitbox sense. This is so the DPS can quickly establish who they're tethered to.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's too hard to see through Omega. And we have a strict ruling. The tanks break their tethers first, because did you see that? Did you see the attack he was casting called Oversampled Wave Cannon?
Sorry?
Did you see the attack he was casting called Oversampled Wave Cannon?
I did not know. But I think
yes.
that's the tank buster.
Basically, what will happen then, right, is the first thing he does is the front and back or sides lasers. So what we do then is staying close to him in our set positions, we rotate left, think flamethrower clockwise. If it's front and back, we stay where we are. If it's sides, then we move, then we rotate left to the sides.
Yeah.
At that point, he's then going to start casting Oversampled Wave Cannon. Basically, the easiest way to think about this, it's a bit silly, is he's going to face a random direction. I think he chooses a party member to face at random, and he's going to have a bunch of the 2 glowing blue arms and a bunch of what look like hologram monitors in front of him. We just have to go in front of them because that's how he chooses his targets for Oversampled Wave Cannon. And he will hit both of us. He always hits a minimum of 2 targets.
Alright.
And it's magical, and I've been using Sentinel for it to be safe because of the damage during patch. Right. So basically, the rule of thumb is this: you break a tether, wait 3 seconds for the magic vulnerability to drop off, then you break the next one. Here's how we do it. The 2 tanks go first, so here's what happens, right? The first one that gets broken when I call break the first tether is the tank and DPS who have the local aggression one, which basically means one of the DPS who has local aggression and is tied to a tank rungs to the tank and healer side, if that makes sense, to break it instantly. And then we do the fuse wave cannon.
Both
Yes,
DPS,
both,
so.
yeah, sorry, both DPS, yes. Because the way you prevent them from breaking is by doing the opposite. So if you don't want the local one to break, you go far. If you don't want the remote one to break, you go close.
Yeah.
Similar to Resonance. So yeah, so we break the first tether, and that's always the local one. Then we break the second tank tether. By the way, Jiggy, we don't break it. It's the DPS who break it, not us. We stay where we are. So then we do the lasers. So either at the front, stay at the front, or rotate to the side. And then as soon as the animation goes out, I will call for the second tether to be broken. As soon as the second tether is broken, he'll start casting oversampled wave cannon. So you and me just run straight across where the monitors are, pop mitigation, do our thing, and then it's just the healers break theirs. And that's literally it for patch.
All right.
You ready to give that a shot?
Yeah. So the diffuse wave cannon comes after we break the first patch or first tether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, it will be as simple as I will either say stay or rotate. That's all. And when I say rotate, think flamethrower, you rotate to the left quadrant towards B. So in this case, you would rotate towards B side.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, oversampled wave cannon, the magic tank buster, does have a splash on it, so we can't overlap with each other. I will hover towards the left side of the screens, but in general, I'll try and stay away from you so you can get a feel for it.
Yeah, okay.
It looks complex, and we had trouble with it at first, but then the moment we knew what to do for it, it was like, this mechanic is easy.
Yeah.
Just a dance.
Yeah, it's literally just a dance. It's good for an opening fight, though. An opening mechanic.
Boy.
I'd say that's about good. And you guys?
Change stratagem. Battle voice.
John!
Devotion.
You've... Oh.
That's one.
Should we just jump?
Get ready to instantly res him. No, Mom, you're just gonna wipe the team doing that!
Ow!
Oh, did that?
Just John, yeah.
Oh.
John didn't shade me, this is what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I see why the shade happens now.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And if I ever get too close enough to take out
once I go.
Maybe you
Yeah,
should
sure.
make a punishment for John. Every time he doesn't shade in this fight, he has to pay like 1k gil.
Yeah! What do you
Let's
think of
make
that,
it...
John boy? And John, if you're supposed to be talking, by the way, we can't hear you in case you mute us.
Nah, he's muted.
I am muted, it's just mainly because my nephew keeps fucking running in here, trying to be
Or you
little
said you
shit.
banned him from the room.
Yeah, it doesn't stop him from fucking just busting the door open.
Barricade it.
Need to swing the ban hammer.
Just tell your brother you need to concentrate.
Get a nail,
I have.
nail him to the other side of the door.
Yeah, you could.
Well, it was like a warning sign.
I mean, it's Christmas
Wet
time.
boy.
You can probably like nail him like a fucking, you know.
Like Christmas stocking.
Change stratagem. Battle voice. Brotherhood. Devotion.
Alright, you get the home gang yet?
I hope that wasn't early. It wasn't.
You're fine.
We're good. Alright, wheels up, get into your positions.
Medic gets
You want?
going out.
Break the first tether. Okay, move, is that rotate?
No.
No, stay, sorry, I'm an idiot. Yeah. I'll just halo the boss there, don't worry. Break the second tether. Alright, move to the thingy, guys. Jiggy, move over here, we need to be in front of these. Yeah. Otherwise it chooses another target instead.
I'm breaking.
Ow. Yeah.
What?
I didn't see the screens first time, but I saw them now.
Yeah, they face a random direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to go around him for that, by the way, it's fine at that point. You can just go straight through if you need to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Once you
Okay,
have, yeah, once your tether is broken, you're free to move around.
Just to clarify, our DPS do remember the order for breaking the tethers. Local tank first, then remote tank, and then is it remote healer first, then local healer?
Far healer.
So remote healer then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, that's local, isn't it? The far healer was local, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, the local and then remote, it's the same order then.
So local, remote.
Yeah. You've almost caught up to where we are. Don't worry, the next one's going to be a doozy to explain.
Yeah, we need to go through that, don't we? Because I'm not.
Me and Morb know exactly what to do for it.
Okay.
We just have a theory we need to test.
We didn't get a chance to test it after last time, did we?
Yeah. I don't know about Morb, but I still remember.
Yeah, I just need to remember it.
Boy.
Remember.
It's not quite at the middle, my bad.
Change
good.
strategem.
It's fine.
Battle voice. Brotherhood. Devotion.
I have it. Home gang.
Heals up. 50% the spots.
I'm just shielding.
Medica 2 going out.
Right, first turbo. Stay. Second turbo. Alright, go move to the screens. Pop mitigation, Jiggy. It hits like a truck. Don't be on top of me. Yeah, good job. Break the dealer turbos.
Launches out.
Stack up Brian E-Flux and dropping passage. It hits like a truck.
Yeah, I'll try it. I was running on my own. Like... We both need to move to break that one because we're so close to each other. We both need to move.
But that was basically an almost perfect one. The idea is to break the fourth tether before Ion E-Flux goes off.
Yeah.
Well, a few seconds before Ion E-Flux goes off.
I assumed that both of them had been broken.
No,
DPS, remember when it comes to healings, they need to heal and shield up Ion E-Flux, so you have the priority to move for that.
Should I use Shake It Up for the Ion E-Flux?
If you can time it, yeah, it would probably be a good idea. Yeah. Again, we're still early on progging this, so we don't know the best places to use mitigation yet.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that they are used, so we can get further.
Oh, don't worry, damage isn't the problem in the next mechanic, it's attacks.
Yeah.
And after that, assuming we can get through that tonight, and we may very well, I hope we will, we ain't got a fucking clue.
Yep. God only knows what happens after.
Change stratagem.
Yeah, you'll be officially caught up with us at that point.
Brotherhood. Devotion.
Oh, he likes you, Jiggy. Must be a welcoming gift. Heals up.
Ready for 2 going out.
Get to your spots.
Yeah.
Jiggy, move this way if you can. Break the first tether. Sides, rotate. Break the second tether. Move to the wave cannon. Good job. Next tether. And as soon as... Nah,
heal off for him.
Yeah, that was really clutch timing.
Yeah, because I had to...
That's not manageable. It's not manageable, honey. We're not top. We're gonna die.
No!
I believe.
Yeah.
Second win. No. Okay.
That was basically a perfectly done well patch. He just didn't get a heal off in time.
Yeah.
Make sure either an instant cast or a good raging cell off there.
Yeah, I will do.
Because that boss that hits like a truck, I'm using fucking... If I get target analysis, then there goes my Hallowed and my Sentinel in the first minute of the fight.
And there's Troubadour for that as well.
That's rough. I think I need to use more than just Vengeance for that.
Sorry, Vivi, are you using, what's it called?
Xcog?
Yeah.
Do you want me to use Xcog?
Yeah, if you could for that bit.
Use it on Jiggy, not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Crib's not taking any damage. I'm obviously...
The moment...
Jiggy gets the first tank buster, then I can belly him up anyway, so...
Yeah. The moment I see the monitors appear, I'll put Xcog on Jiggy, so... Do keep in mind that he has to be above half health then.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll make sure of that.
Right, we're doing good so far, guys. We're almost caught up again.
Bear with me, boys.
It's fine.
How dare you?
We're not bearing with you. We're literally like...
This was a good chance for the guys to remember, just in case they were a bit rusty. So
yeah.
We've not been in for a while.
I love it when the fire doesn't go off.
Battle voice. Brotherhood. Devotion.
Hit me again.
Heals up whenever you want it. To be honest, since you'll pop a position, since you're doing medical 2 there anyway, I should just pop it and not bother calling it.
Yeah, because my sucker catches it.
Break the first, it's on me. Stay.
Oh no.
You're alright, John, you're alright.
Second. Oversampled, move. Do you need to top for this?
He needs to top off before I can extort him.
Nice, nice touch with you.
Yeah, you can't do that, yeah.
Yeah, I was saying, you both, like, even Crim died from that, so I don't know what happened there.
No, we both overlapped. We got hit by 2 each.
Yeah. You wanna go for, or you wanna go a little bit more south?
I almost
If it's like on the north quadrant.
You don't need to go more south for that. I want to, because it's quite a large range for the target selection.
Yeah, I'm just wondering so that we don't overlap by accident.
I'll hover towards the left side of the monitors. You hover towards the right side of them.
Yeah, alright. Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll come with practice like anything.
I was just like, oh, I'll get your heels on splat. Okay. Never mind.
I held one stack for my opener and everything, and he was just like,
it's fine. It's fine.
And yeah.
He's doing it right. We just need to be in a better spot. That's all.
Yeah.
Don't panic, Jiggy. You're doing just fine.
Yeah.
Nah,
it's a lot to take in the first time you come in here. To be fair, like.
Be grateful. The first time we came in here, we only had 10 minutes left.
It's true, actually.
So we had to make do with what we had.
Chain stratagem. Battle voice. Brotherhood. Devotion.
Ah, it's me this time.
Time to back off.
Space? Hello.
I wasn't ready for it. I didn't crit the boot shine.
Right. Spots. Be on top.
Two going out.
Yeah, about that, Jiggy. That's good. That's good. Right, the first tether. Sides, rotate. Is it? Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, making sure. Second. Oversample, move to the other side. Yeah, just like that, Jiggy. Good job. Third. Watch that healing.
Done.
And break the last one. Now stack up behind me.
Mantra.
If you want to reprisal this as well, Jiggy, you can, because it's like a truck. Now a few autos, and... Oh god, that's spinning. And now welcome to Hello World.
Hello World, okay.
He's creepy. Stop it.
Alright guys, I'm going to my spot. Oh yeah, I got thinking. Jiggy, move north with me away.
Wait, which strategy are you using now?
We're going to use... well, right now, nothing, because Jiggy doesn't know what to do, so it'd be pointless. Okay. Jiggy, I'm about to kill you, sorry. So that was Hello World.
I see what you mean by the way he talks now.
Yeah.
That's...
Basically, in my headcanon is that, like, in the Savage version, right, he's throwing everything he can at us, and he's actually just having a mental breakdown now. A fucking alien computer, and he's just throwing everything. I mean, look at his design. He normally has much more finesse in his simulations, but look, he's just an abomination. He doesn't care now.
Yeah, he's got 6 floating hands.
Yeah, all his nipples turn into hands.
Yeah.
Oh, bad. Oh,
right,
God.
so, okay, so, do you want to see Hello World again before we talk about it?
Yeah, I want to see it again.
Yeah.
That was...
All I'll say is this, there are 3 debuffs in that fight. If you ever did Temporal Stasis back in Creator, same concept.
No, he wouldn't have ever done it.
No, I never done it.
Okay.
Came in March this year.
Oh yes, you did say that, yeah.
He's a baby player.
I am.
He's small raider.
Small boy.
Small boy.
Oh boy.
Small boys for life.
Big boy.
Wet boy. Chain stratagem. Battle voice. Brotherhood. Devotion.
I have it. On Jiggy, yeah?
Yep. Pass. Rotate. Second. Oh, we're already here.
Oh.
Maybe, careful.
Running away.
Close for that one.
Close for what one?
Oh.
Was I too far from you?
No, sorry, that was my bad.
No, it had nothing to do with your tether. You just weren't on top in time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you put the X-Cog on him, Honey? You didn't, did you?
Sorry.
That did 46k with vengeance.
Yeah.
It was because I was trying to. I was like literally right smack bang in the middle of it, so I tried to run away ASAP.
All right. Do you think there's a chance you could give him an APOC so he can hold us over cooldowns?
Can probably.
If you can. Because ideally he shouldn't have to double buff that if he can help it. Because I'm not.
No, it was my bad because I was just trying to run away. I wanted to live.
But basically, you know how patch works now.
Yeah, I got it.
To be fair, I do have a Tetra now. I figured, so worst case scenario, just let me know if you can't get the X-Cog off, I'll pop a Tetra on.
Don't worry if this is all coming easy, because again, literally where we are on Hello World, once we've done an explaining for an idea to handle that, we're not even sure if we've figured it out, we've got an idea to try for it. You'll basically be the same with us, so we have no idea what the hell's in store for us.
Alright.
Patch took us a good few pulls to actually figure out the proper order to it, and oversampled wave cannon was a fucking pain.
Chain stratagem.
Yeah, I can understand
Brotherhood. Battle voice. Devotion.
that. On me.
The Foxies?
Oh, he's turned a bit.
It's fine, I think. As long as we pay attention. First tether. Rotate. Make sure you're lined up with the blades.
Oh,
or whatever the hell they are.
Yeah.
Baby, heal yourself quickly. Oversample, baby, move. He's not being nice to you today.
Oh no.
We're good. We're good. Next one. Quickly. Heal up. Everyone heal up.
Yep, healed.
No. Back to white.
On my one move, I'm already dead.
You tried to move right, didn't you?
Like, there's a ridiculous amount of damage.
Weren't we deploying here before? I mean, maybe.
No, I don't think we. I think there's too much time. No, I was supposed to be deploying off my ferry. Fuck.
I thought something fell out because I thought we made that. I thought you usually made that healing check. Good job.
Yeah, I was supposed to take my ferry into the middle and deploy.
Jiggy, to be honest, sorry, not Jiggy, I'm lazy. It wouldn't have made a difference anyway because with Vivi down, no shield, spy on these blocks. No way.
And the vulnerability up.
See, you guys need me.
Yeah, we do. If anything, you're normally complaining about the fact that we need you.
Yeah, why do you guys need me? Get away.
In all the size of his land. Absolute unit.
Something. Oh, by the way, Jiggy, fun little trivia for you. Something I think it was Ori who pointed this out. If you pay attention to the arena where the gaps are, it's actually still the old arena from the Twins.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's just overlaid.
That was the first thing that I noticed from this place. That it's the same arena.
No, you mean like...
Well, after the massive DNA strings. The second thing that I noticed.
No, yeah. Like, you can still see the other arena inside the letters. Or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Alright, we're good?
I assume.
Well, you might want to repop food, buddy.
Oh yeah. It just dropped as well.
We have a long night ahead of us with this boy. Let's make it worth it.
Yep.
2 long nights.
Good. I look forward to seeing many new and interesting mechanics on these 2 long nights.
I'm pumped.
Let me know you're about to deploy these, so
Thanks,
I
eh?
can give him in to the ferry.
Thanks, eh?
Hello, I'm here.
Ah, you didn't say you went AFK.
I did. I said I was going to get a drink.
Oh, sorry.
Going.
I ran out of tea, so.
It's too hot here.
I want tea.
Keep yourself hydrated, mate.
Wet boy. Chain stratagem. Battle voice.
so hard to get the potion pop out of my system.
Morby?
Yep.
Possessions. First tower. Rotate. Second. Oversampled. It's on the side.
Fuck my life, man.
Okay, honey. Third.
Mantra.
I see watch that for it as well.
Yep.
Alright, can we get a reprisal on that? On the shape if you can make it.
Pay
Yep,
confidence
I got them
out.
both.
We're good?
Nice.
Alright. Let's see Hello World again. After this one, we'll explain it. Is that alright?
Why have I got aggro?
Boy.
I don't understand why I
I
have
said
aggro.
watch your aggro.
Yeah, I did. I popped Lucid.
Oh, wait. Oh, Jiggy, are you doing Butcher's Block now?
No.
Yeah, because you're not getting shade in the opener, are you?
I have no idea where I'm supposed to
I'm gonna
go.
die.
Yeah. Remember, because you're not getting shade in the opener now.
Hi, Vivi. Goodbye.
Bye.
I was like,
So
I'm
you-
Lucid. I don't
so-
understand.
Yeah, so you'll need to do a Butcher's Block now.
Like, is it only legs he has to worry about, or
Just like the model video.
Yeah.
I can smoke him?
That critical overflow bug. Do they explode in order? Like, cause I saw there's a timer on it.
Yes, they do. There's two types. All right, so here's how it works then, right? So when it goes out, right, there are three debuffs that are assigned, right? One player gets critical overflow bug. What happens with critical overflow bug is when its timer expires, it explodes for decent AoE damage around the player, right?
Yeah.
And also, more importantly, anyone caught in it then has the bug transferred to them. So it's basically a virus mechanic in that sense, and they get the timer, and the same thing happens again. One player gets one called critical synchro bug, and what that one does is basically it can be transferred as well. There's a little translation error in that, but it can be transferred as well. A lot of people know about the translation error. But it will only choose one other person who it transfers to. And instead of just a standard AoE, that is actually a stack, but you can only stack up to a maximum of 2 people. So basically, even if you put 3 people next to the synchro target, it will only choose the target and one other person to qualify for the stack damage.
Okay.
And the
Yeah, that's another
chooses
thing.
The person with latent defect.
Oh, hang on, before that as well, one other thing to note is that there are two players get targeted by synchro, but they both have different timers. We call them short synchro and long synchro.
Yep.
One goes off at 8 seconds, the other goes off at 12 seconds.
12 or 14, something like that.
Well, the point is, it takes longer.
Yeah.
The other, and 3 players get a debuff called latent defect. Basically, all that does is, if it's allowed to expire, it just instantly kills the player.
999,999 damage.
Yeah.
All right.
So what you have to do is you have to get that replaced, and the only way to replace it is obviously with the bug transfers. And then there's 2 players who don't get anything at all, and that's based on a theory me and Moore won the test. So now we come to the test of how then, guys. So first things first is we have set positions. So for example, we have the first critical overflow
You
go
forgot
to the
one thing. When one person loses their critical error, they get the debugger, which makes them immune to the next one.
Yes, but it only lasts for 1 second.
It lasts for 30 seconds, Chris.
It lasts for 30 seconds. And here's a fun fact. Hello World only lasts for 25 seconds. And when he finishes Hello World, he does an attack called Critical Error. That seems to kill people unless certain conditions are met, which we're trying to establish.
All right.
We don't know if it kills people because the only time we got there was I was the only one alive.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just break it down for you guys quickly then. So listen up. Me and Mod did a lot of talking, and I'm going to assume that everybody read it at the time. Obviously, Jiggy couldn't have because he wasn't with us then. But we had a long, 3-hour session of brainstorming possibilities, and here's what we boiled down to. There's 2 theories we need to test. Theory number 1. Can a non-debuffed player go with a synchro stack and get a synchro bug? Does it do anything to them? Will they share the stat damage? Because we don't know. But we both think it's incredibly weird at the idea that debuffs, that 2 players just don't have to do anything during Hello World. It doesn't make
Which
sense.
icon is the synchro again?
The blue one.
Blue one, okay.
No, that's latent defect.
Yeah,
Synchro
that's
is the,
latent defect.
Yeah. Synchro's
with
the
the
non-pink
person.
one. Yeah,
With the
Synchro's the
people.
pink one, honey.
So it's the one where it looks like it has
It looks like
multiple
Shag's
people
sentence.
on.
It looks like
yeah,
Shag's
yeah,
sentence.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
From
got it.
A4 West.
Got it.
Right. Because here's what we've established, Jiggy. Right. When a latent defect player shares a stack with a synchro, they get the synchro bug, right? But here's the thing: it only removes one because only one player can stack with them. So if we tried putting 2 latent defects with it, one player kept latent defect, the other was part of the stack and got the transfer. So yeah, the same rule applies even with multiple latent defects. It will only spread to one person. And that same person is the other person who can only share the stack as well.
Yeah.
So now this rule does not apply, by the way, to critical overflow bug. So that basically, due to the timings, that means the other two, me and Morb established that the other 2 latent defects must take the first critical overflow bug to remove latent defects. That we established. So here's what we need to test as well, because the problem right now is
overflow.
Yeah, that's the big one, John, the non-stack one.
Why did they have to start with that and not synchronization?
Because there's not
John,
enough time.
There's not enough time. There's 3 latent defects, and only one synchro goes off at the same time as all 3 of them. But only one player can get the transfer.
Oh.
Yeah, so it doesn't work. It's got to be the overflow for the other 2 latent defects. So here's what we need to test, right? Now, for the next pull, instead of a latent defect going with a synchro, we want a non-debuff player to go with a synchro alone, because we want to see
synchro?
the short one.
The short synchro. Okay.
Both synchro work the same. We just need to see what happens to the non-debuff player.
And remember, the short synchro goes on B, the long synchro on D.
Because here's our theory, right? Our theory is that if the long synchro shares the stack, right? And then either one or 2 things can happen. 1, can they share the stack? If they can, good. They can soak the damage as well. Then 2, if they do get a debuff, right, then that means it needs to cause up a chain of debuffs that then results with the 2 tanks taking it along with mitigation. That's not the one that's the one I'm concerned about. The other theory is that it doesn't spread to them, but they can still soak the damage with them. That means we only need to resolve the first synchro, then the second one, the long synchro, and then the final synchro, which was spread from the first one. And here's a convenient fact as well. Latent defect, and this is why I think it's that one. Because think of it this way: 1 latent defect goes with the first synchro. That's the first synchro resolved. 1 non-debuff player goes with the second synchro. That's the second synchro resolved. For the third new synchro, there's 1 more non-debuff player. It just made sense to me, and more came to the same conclusion. And as for the overflow bug, that's easy enough, because the second set of overflows, you just don't spread them.
Yep.
Just don't spread them, just let them explode. So the 2 latent defects get 2 overflow bugs each, right? So if they're all meeting at A, so 1 tank gets overflow, we know that at the start. Tank goes to A, 2 latent defects go with him. Tank gets debugger. Then we have 2 overflows. 2 overflows go to D and B respectively, explode theirs. That's overflow removed from the equation.
Okay.
The second theory we want to test is whether or not we all need to have a debugger to resolve critical error, or whether it doesn't matter or not.
I know how it works, but I'm not saying anything until you ask.
Yeah, sorry, got himself spoiled. So the first thing we need to do is get to Hello World again, and all we're gonna do for the first pull, so don't worry too hard, is have 1 non-debuff player go with the short synchro. We just want to see what happens to the non-debuff player, because then we can follow up from there what we have to do. But me and Morb suspect it will boil down to 1 of 2 things. Because if it turns out that nothing happens to the non-debuff player and they can't be part of the stack, then that doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so let me just check this from a DPS point of view. If you get the short synchro B, long synchro D, if you get a latent hourglass thing for the tank, if you get nothing, you go with the short synchro. No. Basically, we're going to deliberately wipe on this. All we're going to do is we just want to say, because we can't actually break down our plan to you guys and the order to do it until we know what happens to the non-debuffs if they share a synchro. And why don't we know that? Because we didn't try it last time.
Yep.
So we didn't have any hard data. If we had, we wouldn't need to. So that's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to do the poll, and whoever is at 1 non-synchro, not both of you, 1 of you, I don't care who. Well, to be honest, both of you can go, and 1 of you will be chosen, so we'll get to say. We're going to pay attention to what happens. Are we good with that?
If I don't have anything, I'll just go with the short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The short, by the way, whoever has the 8-second one, go to C. That's where you'll go.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was B.
No, that's where the two overflows are going to go.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah.
So what do you want?
So
the
short.
Synchro then? Just
Long synchro, the way we had it before, based was, if I remember correctly, went about here, wasn't it?
Okay.
Again,
So
we're not worried about resolving the mechanics.
Okay.
We just want to see what happens when a non-debuff goes with the short synchro when it resolves. We just need to
Okay.
see what happens.
Well, shall we then?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We need data.
Because
I assume everybody's ready.
There's a button for that.
There is, but I'm too lazy to type it.
Type it? I haven't
I'll tell you
had
this
that.
much though. One of the big reasons I'm skeptical on the chain synchro ending with tanks is because it would take too long, and Hello World ends at 25 seconds.
27.
So me and more basically heavily suspect the way how this is going to work, but we just need to be sure. Because while you guys were sleeping, we were figuring out mechanics.
Hey, I helped too. Just saying.
Well, I'm so sorry I had
We
work.
can even show Jig the document that I made.
Chain stratagem. Battle voice. Brotherhood.
If you guys have some documents,
Devotion.
Oh, sorry, there you go.
Morby?
Yeah.
More made this little document of a breakdown of Hello World and what we've seen. It was pretty good actually.
All right.
Positions. Break the first tether. Rotate. Second. Oversampled. We're on this side again.
Fucking knew it was going to do that. Oh, I
Like
knew
that.
it. I fucking knew it. I was right in the middle of it and I couldn't get too close.
Baby, break the last one. Alright, heavy mitigation. Fuck it. Get behind me. Healer. Reprisal. Bitch. Alright, game up. We're good. Game up. We're good. Alright. That's recoverable. That's fine.
Wet boy.
No one important died.
Dang it, Legacy.
Alright. Now pay attention. Do exactly what we asked.
Oh, latent defect. Where the fuck?
No blatant defects with the short synchro. We don't want to do that.
Short over here.
Oh,
shorts.
Oh.
Did both of my non-debuffs not go with Ori?
Yes.
I had latent.
Guys, I
thought John
literally
was
said
going for it and then he ran past. I
attention.
was like, oh.
No, let's say it doesn't matter. Both of you can go. It's only gonna establish one of you anyway. We just need to see what happens to a non-debuff.
Yeah, sorry. No, I saw John running for it, and yeah, as I said, it's kind of like. Oh, okay.
And again, the short synchro will always be at C.
Yeah.
Where do I go with the critical overflow bug?
To A.
To A. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's where I was. So.
Don't worry about anyone else, Jiggy. You only worry about what you have to do.
Yeah.
It's okay, guys. If we keep wiping, Mr. Happy will save us.
Skip all the mechanics and run with an Elysium hardcore group. There you go. That's how you do it.
Yep.
Also, we skipped like 50% of these mechanics, so I don't know what happened. Sorry. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Though.
Chain stratagem. Battle voice.
Hit that bell.
Brotherhood. Devotion.
Hello.
Morby?
Yep.
Spots. Break the pass.
You're not.
Stay.
Fucking cunt.
Oh, he's slightly angled. He is slightly angled. But we're okay. Second. Oversampled. This way.
Mantra.
Yeah, Jiggy, you were supposed to hover to the right side, and me stay left.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's alright, we'll try again. It'll just take some fine tuning.
How could this happen to me?
Right. But for the record, though, Jiggy, you're now basically up to date with us.
Yeah.
See? Told you it wouldn't take long.
Yeah, you're a casual too now.
Yeah.
Says the monk.
I am mid-court now.
The only thing I know about this fight is someone I met who had cleared this fight because he had the weapon to prove it. Said that the swings were harder than this, but we'll see ourselves.
Seriously?
I'm expecting to clear tomorrow, then.
Why aren't we one
To be fair, I did think X-Death was slightly harder than Neo. But then again, some people said Kefka was harder than God Kefka, and that I did not agree with.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, no. God Kefka is way more difficult.
What the fuck is that?
Drilling by the sound of it.
John's on a rally track.
Ooh, the early
boy.
pulls.
Change stratagem. Battle voice. Brotherhood. Devotion.
Oh my god, the person!
Sorry, I can't do much. I can't stand more. Think I'm gonna have to turn anyway.
Couldn't fix it.
Oh!
Positions. Just ignore the feedback, guys. It's not like very well. Right the first. Stay. He is slightly angled, so try and center a bit better if you can. Jiggy. Second. Over sampled. You move right. Yeah. Right the third.
Mantra.
It's going to be a tight window. That was too soon. Who the hell broke the fourth one?
I think it was me and Vivi.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to wait till the thingy drops off, guys.
That was literally immediately.
I saw Ion in thingy coming out, and I was just like,
Yeah, it doesn't matter if we die anyway. We may as well take the chance and hope it drops off. What's your big plan there, woman?
I saw it.
I think it was partially
Any
me
fucks
because I
is a
went.
pretty long cast.
Yeah,
That was partially me. I went from the back to get a side positional.
Yeah, to be fair, like, you and your tether are taking a bit of a while there.
Yeah.
So work on that. We can't. Again, it should be going off the moment that the oversample goes out.
Yep.
I mean, I think that's all that's in Vivi's mind is brum brum brum. brum.
Maybe panicking. If panicking leads to explosion, I don't know what you think panicking will help.
Explosion helps.
Explosion!
Because you still got to go back in there. You don't get to get out.
Oh,
I can get
Jonathan!
out.
Sorry.
Did he do an early pull?
Change
He did it
stratagem.
early.
Brotherhood.
Naughty
Battle
ninja.
voice.
He's a melee. You're gonna have to get used to it, Jigger. I have. Do yours. Why they're called memes? Why they're not called memes? They're called. That's why they're not called melees. They're called memes. It's a chance. I did that way too soon. That was silly, man. Right the first.
Hey, buddy.
Stay. Second. Right the third.
Mantra.
Done.
And now break the last. They're behind me.
Grim needs a top off.
We're good. Okay, good. Now let's try this again. Remember, non-debuffs go with the short synchro.
Non-debuff, go to C.
Wet boy.
To B?
To C!
Thanks to A. Jiggy, you may as well come with me.
Uh-huh.
If you have a debuff and you're not synchro or non-debuff, get the hell away from C.
Ow. Ow.
I don't think I made it in time to C.
Okay.
Oh, I got something!
Yeah.
Wait, okay, wipe it down and let's establish what happened. First off, okay, who was the short synchro?
Critical error.
Who was the
Error.
I was the short
Aaron.
synchro and John
And
was
I
on
got
Boston.
critical overflow.
Oh.
First things first. Okay, who was the short synchro?
I was the short synchro, John was unbuffed and he couldn't still on top of me at C.
Right.
I got
John
the
did take
buff.
damage there.
I got the
Both died.
buff.
You got the buff.
Yeah.
Right, so alright, Mob, so now we know for certain. And we may have proven the second one as well. Yeah. So it looks like both theories were correct then, Mob.
One critical error, I got critical overflow from it.
Critical error gave you critical overflow.
Yeah.
Well, let's tackle the first set first.
Oh boy. There's more after it.
That's exactly how I feel.
Okay, guys, so here's the order. So here's what we've established. One tank gets critical overflow, one tank gets latent defect. What was the other patterns as well? Was it one healer or one DPS gets latent defect?
Let me go and get them.
If I remember correctly, it's one healer and one DPS also get latent defect.
I've just slapped it in great discussion.
We should have a bunch of screenshots. Are that?
Yeah, they're in guides and strategies, but I just posted things.
Basically, guys, it's a dance, and here's how we've got to handle it. So, when it opens up, the tank overflow goes to A, the short synchro goes to C, and the long synchro goes to 1. 2 latent defects will go with the tank at A for the overflow. The 1 defect will go to C for the synchro, and the 2 non-debuffs stay at 1 with the long synchro for now. Just for now. Or, well, one of them stays there if they're ready to pop.
Repeat that,
right?
Sorry.
Oh, you've taken the thingy, sorry.
Sorry.
Give me a sec, John. Okay, so first things first. The tank overflow, it will go to A. 2 latent defect will go with him.
Okay.
Then, so at the same time, the synchro will go to C. 1 latent defect will go to C as well, to stack with him. The 2 non-debuff, one of them should go with the long synchro and stay at 1. The other one goes somewhere else as long as they don't take anything. Or they can stand at 1 as well since it only chooses 1 target. It doesn't really matter.
I don't know if it was because we weren't topped off or anything, but me and Jimmy died when it was just the 2 of us.
John, we've already established last time it won't accept more than 2 people. We tried, remember?
Okay.
Yeah, you need to be topped off. It hits really hard. It's like almost 50,000
And we
damage.
need to be shielded. I'm going to assume we weren't shielded.
I'm pretty certain we had shields. I was spamming sucker.
Well, maybe we weren't topped off then, I don't know. Yeah. So here's the smartest way, I think, to break it down. So, okay. So, so basically, I think that just for the sake of making the first heal check a little easier, that the tank who gets latent defect, because there is always one, should go to C with the first synchro. The short synchro. That means the other 2 latent defects, the DPS and the healer, because I believe it is always a DPS and a healer, I think, go for the tank one overflow. Right.
Wouldn't it be easier if both healers were near all the stacks to heal? Because
I mean,
we're sending 1 healer away.
Well, to be fair, then that's really up to Legsy and Vivi. If they want to be much closer,
Give me a second. So in that case, then, where would say for example, I had latent defect, so I had to go to A. Where would Legsy then go? Because he has nothing.
He could go to the 1 for the long synchro.
That would cover everything. So it wouldn't matter.
Yeah. Medico and whatnot should all hit from there.
Yeah.
But that's assuming it does. I think we can safely establish that every time we had 1 healer who was always a non-debuff, I think.
Yeah, that has always been the pattern. So
okay.
1 healer is always a latent, 1 healer has nothing.
So that's how it started then, guys. Tank overflow north with 2 latent defects, the DPS and the healer. Short synchro C, it's south at C, with the tank who has latent defect, because there is always 1. The long synchro goes to 1 with the 2 non-debuff players. It doesn't matter, it's just going to pick 1 of you. Then that's the first part of the dance done. Then now what's going to happen, right, is when critical overflow goes off, the tank's going to have debugger, and we now have 2 overflows. Both of the overflows are going to go to D and B respectively. I would say then, since it's always going to be a DPS and a healer, what's comfortable for you guys then? Which side would the healer like to go, towards B or towards D?
I feel comfortable going toward. Are you saying from after latent defect?
Yeah, for the next overflow.
I'm comfortable going to D because West is always
the healer who has latent defect will always go to D for the 2 overflows. The DPS who now has overflow will now go to B. Right. Around shortly while they're moving to do this. Yeah, go on, Jimmy. Shortly while they're moving to do this, the third synchro, the second synchro, the long synchro will now go off. So at this point, we can safely assume that there is one tank who has a debugger, one player. Is it always a DPS who gets targeted for the short synchro?
I believe so.
Yeah. Both synchro.
No, I got the long one in one of the pools.
Yeah, but have we ever had a healer get targeted?
No, all the DPS synchros.
Okay, good to know. Right.
Oh.
So at this point, then we now have a tank with debugger, 2 overflows, one more synchro, one DPS, a tank with a tank with synchro, a DPS with debugger. Right. So that's our current order. So now the second synchro is going to go off, which means that one DPS is we're now going to have 2 DPS with 2 synchro debuggers. And one healer or DPS, because the DPS can be a non-buff after who was sent, is going to have the synchro. So the next order now is to now explode the third one. So to do that, the best way to do that is, so the first one goes off at C here, and to my knowledge, they can stay here without any problems, right? So whoever was the first synchro can stay here. Is that correct?
Possibly.
Alright, you had us put the one there for a reason. Is that because there's enough range between the two, or are the guys who handled the first synchro, do they have to move away?
The is about the size of a shadow flare.
Okay, so this should be fine then. So when the first synchro goes out, then
let me shadow flare for reference then.
Yeah.
There you go.
So I'm just thinking, no, it needs to be on the one, but for an idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, but we can tell from there that it's gonna be fine though.
Yeah. So here's my only conundrum right now. We now have 2 players with debuggers, 1 overflow debugger, a tank, and 1 DPS with a synchro debugger. As far as we can tell, we have 2 options. We can either have them avoid all the puddles by sending them somewhere, or can they stand in the puddle without anything happening? Because it will remove the debugger, won't it?
Yeah. If they get targeted for the damage, yes.
Now the question is, where do we send them?
The initial tank that got the overflow?
Oh yeah, we can send them to A, can't we? Yeah, because A is going to be a safe spot. Yeah, so whenever you get debugger, you move to A, because you're now done with the first part of Hello World. Emphasis on debugger, not anything else but debugger. If you have a debugger, you move to A. Okay, so the first synchro is done. The 2 players who are at C, they stand there, wait for the long synchro to go off, so they don't accidentally get caught in it trying to move to A. And then as soon as the second synchro goes off, the tank and the DPS who handled the first synchro will then, just the DPS who handled the first synchro will then move to A. So now we have 2 more synchros to deal with then. So the next part now is going to be 2 synchros and 2 overflows. So we've established the 2 overflows are going to be the healer one at D, the DPS one at B. The next synchro that will explode, due to the timing of when the second went off, will be the third one, and this is the one the new tank will now have. Now, here's how I think this is supposed to be handled. The issue is that I think if you do it with a stack, it will just keep endlessly transferring or potentially remove a debugger. I think the tank who takes it then is supposed to actually take it along with mitigation so it doesn't spread. Especially because annoyingly we've now established that non-debuff can take synchro, which is really annoying. This was the one we were hoping wasn't the case. That's fine, joking. So yeah, whichever tank was now, so for the first synchro it will be a tank. So now the other non-debuff player who wasn't part of the second synchro now can either share it with the tank or they can share it with the other non-debuff player. I'm not sure which way. Should we test it with a tank mitigating and taking it by themselves?
Yeah, I think we should. Because isn't the idea to stop it from spreading?
That will be the third synchro. If we always, basically, Jiggy, if the tank who has latent defect always shares the short synchro, right? He's then going to be the third synchro, because then the long one will go off, and then the new synchro, which either me or you will have, will then go off shortly afterwards.
Yeah.
So to prevent it from spreading, we suspect that maybe we have to take it by ourselves in mitigation, because we say it was what, about 60k? Was it?
Question.
The overflow?
Mm-hmm. No. Synchro.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, because the tanks don't get it to begin with.
You're not a synchro. Don't you get immunity? Don't you get immunity to it and its damage as soon as you've been hit by it the first time?
Unless you had latent defect, John, in which case you don't get debugger. You just get synchro. If you didn't have anything before, John, no, you don't. You don't get debugger.
Yeah, I know, but if you had it beforehand.
Yes, if you had it beforehand, so you can't take a second one. Or, John, is your suggestion to have a debugger stacked with the synchro?
Stack with the synchro and see if you can just nullify its damage.
You can't, because as we established last time, John, if a debugger stacks with a bug, they don't get the bug doesn't transfer to them, but it removes their debugger.
Did we actually ever see that in that fight? Because all the times their debugger got removed, they were just not topped for the damage.
What, you want about for critical error?
No, about if a person with an AoE with a debugger gets hit by an AoE, that it removes the debugger.
I could have sworn we had.
That's because the person who got the debugger actually went to 0 HP because of the damage alone.
If that's the case, though, then there's another problem. Do we know if a debugger can actually share the stack or not and soak the damage? Even if it doesn't remove the debugger, it will just kill. It will just potentially kill the player. We can try it.
Well, I don't know how much I can say.
Unfortunately, Ari, you can't say anything. So, okay, so here's what we'll test then. So, does everyone know if you do my DPS or my healers know that if you get latent defect, where do you have to go?
Yep.
Where do you have to go then? Tell me.
I have to go to A.
And then get overflow, and then where do you go?
And then after that, I go to D.
The DPS who gets overflow, where do you have to go?
A to B.
Yeah. Okay. Jiggy, if you have the latent defect at the start of Hello World, where do you have to go?
Wait a second. You just had the healer go from A to D and the DPS from A to D.
A to B.
A to B. Yeah, John said B.
I just couldn't hear John.
Yeah.
Oh. And if I get latent whatever, I go to C.
Yes, and at that point, you're going to soak damage with the synchro target, and as soon as that's resolved, you'll take a hit, but you'll now have the synchro bug yourself. So now we need to establish. We know what we're doing with the long synchro. What are we going to do with the third synchro? What do we want to try? Do we want to try a tank by themselves? Do we want to try a player who had debugger go with them?
I would say the player who had debugger just sit on the spot, so basically the tank and the one with synchro just stay still.
That can be done, John. The only issue there is that means that player will need a top off. But we can try that, so we'll try having the debugger stack with them then. Okay, should we give it a try again then?
Can you clarify to me, the healer that doesn't have anything, they're
going to 1 for the long synchro, the second synchro.
They stay at 1, and is that it?
The other non-debuff player can stack there as well, because as long as there's at least one other player there.
What happens after? Or
after that player will now get the fourth and final synchro. Well, we're hoping it's the final synchro.
Yeah.
Because we've now established it will transfer to non-debuff players. In which case, if John's idea about debuggers being able to share is correct, that just means they can honestly stay where they are.
Okay, stay where they are. Okay.
Yeah. Just think of it as ping pong back to back.
Yeah. No, I was just clarifying.
The only thing you two will need to do is make sure people are topped off and shielded between them.
That's good.
Let's give it a try then.
Yep.
Yeah, this one's a doozy to figure out, and apparently there's a Hello World 2 as well. So
Hello.
Electric Boogaloo.
Unless when they say Hello World 2, they're referring to the second half of it.
Maybe, possibly. We'll soon find out.
Nah.
Alright, that's a spoiler.
Ari the Spodal.
Spodal.
He didn't go looking it up on his FC's Discord. He had it revealed to him.
Devotion.
Did you slap that bitch?
I don't know how the second Hello Worlds works. I'll say that much.
Mobby?
Yep.
Just the first Hello World.
Positions?
I know.
Spreading?
Break the first. Move, rotate. Second. Play cannon.
Oh.
Break the third. You didn't get that thingy, honey.
Yeah, sorry. Give me it.
Break the fourth, and ion E-flux. Can you reprisal it while I passage?
Yep, got it.
I hope you did. Like say, what's your aggro?
Wet boy.
Yep.
Alright, now remember what we said. Remember what we said. You're not brainless, guys. Don't pretend you are.
Shielding. Running away.
Yeah, we absolutely need a top up here. Swap. Go your swaps. Guys, we're not getting tops off here. Okay, I discovered Morb can share with me because he got hit. We need top. We need to be top.
I went to D immediately because I wasn't sure if I could run into the middle, heal, and then go to D. So I went to D immediately, but I have
Did
time.
you check your new bug timer? Yeah.
By the way, just to say, the range hits you guys.
What range?
The splash damage of the whatever the big AOE.
Oh, overflow. Oh, so D&D don't work then. We need them a bit.
No.
How far would you say we need them?
It might work.
be
We
the
just
overflow
need to
that killed
shuffle
them
up a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to. So. We need
How about
way
they go between
Wait,
D and
what's
A
happening to
and A and B?
person on A? What's happening to them?
Nothing. They just stay there.
Okay, yeah. So we can just shuffle up a bit then.
Yeah. But they should only try and take one overflow in case it does get removed, John. Otherwise, they're taking two overflow. One would remove the debugger if it does remove it, and then the other one would damage them and spread the new overflow. So whichever tank is at A at the time, move and go with one of the overflows then. But put them at the northeast and northwest corners there. Maybe a little more down.
So should we like shimmy here, or do we actually shimmy like here?
I would say like if the sea is north right now, shimmy to about maybe here. Should be enough so you don't clip each other.
So like around here. Okay.
Okay. I thought I saw someone else got hit by it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so no one got hit by it, or did someone get hit by it?
No one got hit by it. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, but they might get hit by it if they move a bit up. That's not important right now.
Yeah.
So, in any case, whichever tank was the first overflow, just go with one of the other two overflows so we can see what happens.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yep.
And overflows, you can't go straight to the waymark. Go a bit above it. Maybe, I don't know how much more, but I couldn't say. So,
I just posted a screenshot. It was very close.
So maybe like 2 to 3 steps above the waymarks then?
Honestly, I'm
That's not
thinking
too
it might
bad,
need to
honestly.
be sort of like on a northeast northwest sort of deal.
But then, but if that happens, isn't there a small risk that the two overflows might just overlap each other?
I think the one can
just
come
nick
down a
the
little bit.
waymark. I can just stick the two-way mark, like just for example, like
in
up
that case
there,
then,
on about.
yeah. In that case then, let's test out northeast and northwestern. So same as before, no change, just northeast. Yeah, use the two as a reference. That's the DPS one in this case.
Yeah, I'll mirror it.
Yeah.
I think the one can be like one ring down a little bit. The fifth one.
You on that screenshot, your finger's quite close to us. It looks like.
Yeah, that's more. Yeah.
From what I'm counting, like at least 4 rings, so the 5th should be safe.
I mean, well, let's see what happens if the overflows up there first, and then if we can move back, we can look at it that way. I'll keep my thing straight down and take a screenshot.
Yeah, we'll break it down one at a time. But we absolutely do need top offs because Hello World does do initial damage.
Yeah.
Do a raging cell.
I did pop a medical out like when it went off as well.
If Whispering Dawn's up, honey, it would certainly be appreciated.
Yeah.
Wet boy. Change stratagem. Battle voice. Brotherhood. Devotion.
Oh, time jiggy.
More?
Mm-hmm.
Positions. Try not to turn them if you can, Jiggy, so maybe reposition yourself back facing north. Break the first. Stay. Second.
Oh.
Oh no, we might actually be boned. Maybe? No, but John's boned because he didn't move out. Is this fixable? Can we do everything and get them back up in time?
I got Ari.
Behind me.
Faint on.
I can get John in.
We need him up now.
I don't have Swift.
Well, we can't do this properly then. Wipe it. We can't do it properly. It's too late, honey. Wipe it. We can't test this properly unless everyone's alive.
Yeah.
You should probably have hard tested it.
Yeah. No, you should have let Vivi handle the topper.
Sorry about that.
Focus up, John. I know you're not in your usual setting, but we ain't getting no prog if you don't focus up. Check your food as well, guys. I'm seeing people without food. Like John and Legsley.
Yeah, mine just dropped off.
And Giggy, you've only got 2 left on yours.
Yeah.
Wet boy. Change stratagem. Battle voice. Brotherhood. Devotion.
Me?
Moby?
Profiles do positional.
Yeah, Brookshine didn't crit.
Positions.
21k crit, by the way.
Right first. Stay. Second.
Oh, my bad. I moved.
Right, we're good. Right the third. Stay there. Watch the jigging. Right the last. That was too soon. That was. I don't know if that was because of the table was broke too soon, but I think it might have been, considering the rest of the team didn't follow.
It's it broke as soon as my knee fell off, but not everyone else's at the
Yeah, remember how AoEs work in this game. It's a queue system. You've got to wait till they're all gone to break it.
I'm still trying to figure out what cooldowns to use for the screen buster because Vengeance takes me really low.
Alright, are you dropping that APOC on him?
I keep forgetting it.
Well, start remembering it.
Yeah. Because I don't have much other cooldowns for Magic Busters.
You don't have any cooldowns for Magic Busters. You just have raw mitigation.
Go Dark Knight.
Please, it would be me. You don't trade out a warrior on a...
Shadowbringers, they'll buff Dark Knight so hard you'll just run double Dark Knight.
Oh no.
You joke about it, but we'll see.
Change stratagem.
I just gotta
Battle
say,
voice.
he's obnoxiously big.
Devotion.
He is a bit.
It really is.
And it's the final boss,
Yep.
he should be big.
No,
Possessions?
but is there any need for those dreadlocks or whatever they are?
Yes, there is. Focus on. First ever. Second, stay. Oversampled.
Remember APOC?
There you go. Third. Wait for them all to go. Now, quickly. We should be okay. Alright, we're good. We're doing a raging soul for this time, honey?
Yep. I'm just gonna stand in the middle, I should be fine
I
here.
fucking smoked you in the beginning. How the
Jump.
fuck are you almost top
Legs
after
A.
legs A?
Alright, now focus up. No talking, just focus. Why am I not surprised that was you, John?
Because I couldn't see anything over the fucking blinding light.
I got an overflow. Why did I get an overflow at say?
It could have been transferred.
I got hit by 4 critical overflows. What the fuck?
Because basically, right, I think that was John's fault causing a chain. Because I'm assuming he was the synchro, but just as he moved, because he moved way too late, not only did he die, but it was enough for him to take an overflow, which then instantly popped transfer, and because it popped around the middle, it basically gave everybody overflow.
We had 6 overflows.
Holy shit.
Basically, all that happened was John just royally fucked up there, and he's not going to do it again, are you?
Oh,
See, that's a scary sight to see, Azu. All of those critical overflows. Holy shit.
I keep missing the screenshot timings on my end, so I'm relying on mob stream.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of overflows.
Wait a second.
What was that, Aaron?
For some reason, like, everyone got overflow at that point.
We just talked about the side. It was John's fault. It was John's fault.
I mean, I was the only one who didn't get it.
The power of Shikuichi and, you know,
No,
getting
but he
clapped
got
by
it once the
something.
first overflow.
Yeah, you got the first overflow and died to the synchro, and the overflow exploded and hit everyone.
Exploded instantly, which then hit other people, and it just caused a chain of death and exploding overflows. He just fucked up because he wasn't paying attention. Simple as.
No, it wasn't that I wasn't paying attention. I couldn't see what fucking C was over the blinding light.
I'm ready.
Well, John, it's not like he rotates the arena around. C is where it always is. Which way, John? Which way were you facing? Towards the boss? You were probably facing north then. C was behind you. Dum dum.
Alright, let's go again.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, worst case scenario, use your minimap.
Yeah, actually.
It's there for a reason.
I keep forgetting that exists.
To be fair, so do I don't use it for reference. But it can be, it is there to be used.
If I have to look at the minimap, it's too late already.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Someone's pinging me.
Chain stratagem. Battle voice. Brotherhood. Devotion.
It is the jiggy.
Moving.
Yep. Oh my god, go off!
Whoa, okay.
Positions. Break the first. Rotate. Break the second. Tank busters. I'll just go in.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, you didn't.
Mantra.
Didn't forgot to mitigate?
No, I didn't. I took from 2.
Oh.
Did you not take from 2?
Jump off.
No, I didn't.
Okay. I took from 2 of those.
Remember, if we get one on the opposite like that, you still need to go to the right side. So for you, it would look like left.
Yeah, I know. I just keep forgetting it.
It's that or one of us disengages and goes to the edge, but that's I don't see a reason to do that.
Yeah, no. I just need to be awake for that. That's all.
Yeah, you basically can't afford the death there, or we all wipe for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah, baby, it wasn't you. I took from 2. Which is weird because Prim didn't take from 2.
Maybe it was the Sheltron block. Just about left me alive, I don't know.
Speltron.
Smeltron.
Smeltron.
I love Spelltron. I whisper it so much in Heavy War.
Wet boy. Chain stratagem. Battle voice. Brotherhood. Devotion.
Jiggy.
Moving.
Yep.
Spots.
He's crooked. My bad.
It's fine, just adjust. Use your eyes. First tether. Rotate.
And adjust.
Oh no!
Baby. What did you do?
I was trying to run to my partner, and then the thing was that it did the
Rotate.
the rotate, and I was like, and I tried to catch up whilst they were running away.
Oh, so they went too far.
Yeah, so it was kind of like a case of I was trying to run to them, but then they ran past me to get to the safe area.
Free pop sprint then. I mean, you can free pop sprint,
Yeah.
it'll last long enough time.
Vivi, instead of you going like to the southeastern area of the boss, you can just stay at the southwestern. So if you have to rotate, you barely have to move.
Yeah.
It's the same
Oh, yeah.
concept as the other way, as like being up the north, really.
Yeah.
Just in mirrored.
Because the other 4 DPS should be staying in melee range, unless they really have to go far. Which I don't think they do, as long as the other healer goes far.
We do if we're breaking a blue tether.
But yeah, but we weren't trying to break it there, John. We were trying to hold it. So, in fact, if Vivian was the far one, you didn't need to move to them at all at that point.
Voice.
No, I wasn't far.
Devotion.
Okay.
It's on me.
Oh, so you just went, how in such close range? How did you fail that?
Morby?
Yep.
Positions. First tether. Stay. Second tether. Moving. Oh. You remember the APOC? Third tether.
Yes.
Mantra.
And final tether.
That is much more manageable with an APOC.
APOC's strong. Shields and heals, get them top off going, guys. Like I say, you're aggro again.
Yeah, don't worry, I got it.
You might need to start doing a butcher's block.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Do the mechanics. You know what to do.
I'm following you, Vivi.
Second win save me.
Did it work? Well done. Ozu has one more, and they needed a top up.
Yeah,
That was the last one. Okay, it worked. They just needed to do the last one. It worked. They just needed to do it. Alright. So
And
it did.
now you see what critical error does.
What does it do?
Everyone without critical overflow debugger gets critical overflow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not too hard to manage though.
And I lost my.
And they all go off at the same time. So a certain amount of people need to get the overflow debugger before critical error happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still good.
I lost my critical error when I stacked with you for her overflow. So I can't take 2. Or I will lose my critical error.
Yeah, so I was right. That means then we can't have the word. That means that the tank who was at A needs to go somewhere else. Then.
Yeah, no one
just the
can
other side of the arena.
Yeah.
By the way, I died. I got critical synchronization error.
That's the
Yeah, John, that's normal.
No, I died because of it.
Yeah, because you and Ozzy weren't top.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
So
does
it's literally as simple as that. You two weren't top.
John.
You were both seeing a half HP. Legsy and Vivi have seriously to heal a check as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing
did-
deals
I
like 100,000 divided by 2 people. It's 50,000 damage.
Yeah.
I'm going to try something new. I'm not going to stand right at A because obviously it kind of covers some space. So I'm going to stand like around here to get it, and then run to, and then I have some time to get a top off out, and then run to D.
Yeah, I'll need as well. I only survived because I crit second wind.
Quick question though, for the synchros, so like me and Maud, when we took the third one together again, because me and him were there for the first one, right? Then we took the third one together again, that was on me, right? Maud, you survived the hit. Did it just remove your debugger, or did it actually?
I believe it only removed my debugger because I didn't die after that.
So we are doing it right then, and we only have to do 4 synchros. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, the problem though is that we need to see more of the second half before we know how many overflows we have to deal with. Here's a fun fact though, we only had to deal with overflows, didn't we? There was no synchros.
I did say what happened there.
Yes, anyone who had the debugger, Ari. Sorry, who didn't have... Did you say anyone who didn't have a debugger?
No, the critical overflow
Everyone who
debugger.
didn't have overflow debugger got overflow.
Right, so that's at least...
4.
1, 2...
And with our current strategy that we're doing, only 3 people will have overflow debugger.
We need one more debugger then. If we do one more debugger, then it will be easy to resolve.
Will it? Because there will be no safe space.
Yeah, well, the exact tight middle of the arena.
No. If you overflow, if they're standing here, it will reach just over the middle.
So in other words, we need to have a maximum of 3 overflows then.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's easy, we need to have 2 other people get hit by the second set.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, sorry John, you had a question, I'll let you go quickly.
Oh no, it was more of a DPS question.
Does it have anything to do with the mechanics?
No.
No, I don't care right now. Sorry. You can worry about your goddamn positionals later.
There's a reason why they're saying double caster is the speedrun composition for this fight.
I'll happily let you worry about... Okay, so, right.
Can I ask a question? Does the second set of overflows go off after the third synchro?
It seems like they go off at the same time as at Bob.
Yeah, it should. It's 8-8.
Yeah, I'm just trying to know. We know exactly the people who should go there. I'm just trying to think of the timing. The people who go there are some of those who were either shared synchro or were originally synchro. Because we're under the assumption they can get 2 debuggers, right?
There is not enough time to take a synchro and an overflow, because then take the synchro damage and 2 seconds later the overflow damage.
Yeah, that's not possible.
2 times 50k. No way.
I'm wondering. Wait. So synchronization only targets 2 people, right?
Yes, that's right, John. No, I think, no, hang on, sorry, I think I know how we have to do it now. The people who were the first 2 synchros, so the short and the long one, the first 2, they need to go and take share the 2 other overflows, don't they?
Yeah, I think that's it.
And the 2 non-debuff handle 3 and 4.
But then we'll have another set. There will be several one more set of synchros.
If you're doing like this, you'll get lots of synchros.
How else are we supposed to do it, Ari? I can't think.
Well, want me to... Well, it's pretty much gonna spoil the mechanic.
Okay, no, I don't get an idea.
Okay.
Hang on.
Do you want me to say it?
Hang on, Ari. John's got a suggestion.
Okay, how difficult would it be to heal in between the first synchro and then the second synchro?
4 seconds.
4 seconds?
Oh.
Because I'm just wondering, what happens if both the synchros stack together?
They probably take 100,000 damage each? I don't know. Or...
You're sort of getting there.
Oh, because the first one will apply the debugger, which will nullify the other.
What do you mean? Go over that again, sorry, my brain was in thinking mode.
Basically, the long synchro would stack with the short synchro and they both take the hit.
Basically, what I'm trying to do is minimize it to 3 people, so 3 people only have to do the synchronization, while everyone else can get hit by the...
Oh, the long sync. Oh, that, of course, that does make sense, actually. Yeah, we didn't think of it that way.
Yeah.
The long synchro target does actually stack with the first one, which gives them debugger, so then they take the long synchro by themselves, is that right?
So, yeah, so the first one, if the synchro gets synchro debugger, so if the long synchro stacks with the first one, it won't transfer.
Yeah. And there's the 2 people without anything that can take the second set of overflows from the latent.
Yeah.
Not even that. Why not just...
So basically,
of course, Attack has to take 1 synchro solo.
To be fair, like we knew how it works. We just didn't consider the idea that no. Here's the thing: we didn't know that like the long synchro, admittedly we hadn't tried it, could share with the short synchro and get a debugger. We didn't think it worked that way.
It's just some really short time healing in between, but it's doable.
Oh man! Aside from testing it, there's nothing that implies you could do that.
Yeah.
By the way, and I think the idea for the oversampling would be the two people without debuffs would sit on, what is it?
Oversampling, John. That's in patch.
No, oh god, sorry.
Overflow, I think he means.
Yeah, the two people without debuffs will sit on, one of them will sit on B and one will sit on D, so that when the second set of overflows happen, they will get it.
And then the two debuffs go with them, and then they stay on B and D, and to ensure that we have enough debuggers going around. So then we only have what should be 1, 2, 3 overflow debuggers to the second part.
No, it should be only 2.
Basically, the 2 debuffs will be gone. I imagine 3 people would do synchronization.
Yeah, the only people who had it were the people who had the short and long synchro to begin with.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the tank that was involved with the synchro.
The tank?
Basically, you divide into two groups. One group of 5 people that deals with the overflow, and one group of 3 people that deals with the synchro.
Wait.
Why 3?
Why 3? There's no
one with the short synchro, the tank with latent defects, and
as you said,
alright, there's a latent defect there as well.
Have a maximum of 3 people with overflow at the end.
Okay then.
Like, who will get overflow?
Right, that's fine. So question then. If the order goes like this, so the tank with latent defect shares the short synchro, giving that creates 1/3 synchro at least, right? Just that creates the 1/3 synchro. At the same time, the if I'm correct, the long synchro also shares with the short synchro just to get debugger, right?
No, the long synchro first stays out of it, and once the short synchro has resolved, that person moves into the long synchro.
Which person? The person who
the person who had the short synchro, after his synchro is resolved, he moves into the long synchro.
And this, oh yeah, because they have debugger, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, but won't this mean the long synchro will be taking the damage by themselves?
No, they share it with the one with the short synchro.
No, it just gives them both debugger, and because the one already had debugger, it just prevents them from transferring it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, the tank with latent defect takes the first one and then goes off and takes its solo with mitigation.
Alright, yeah, so I had a feeling it was like that then. Okay, so, in that case then, we need, oh god, how much damage does that do and how much mitigation do we need to
It's about 100,000 damage,
It's
right?
about
100k,
yeah, about between 90 and 100k.
I don't know about you, JK, but it don't sound like Rampart's gonna call it.
Well, since the boss is started,
say again, how much was
boss will be on one tank. The tank here can just go tank stance.
Yeah,
we might have to tank stance it, yeah. Tank stance it and put Ramparts and whatever else we've got.
Yeah, maybe have the tank who goes to A also provoke it.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so just an idea. Let's assume then that the second half has only got 3 overflows and that's it then, right? Should we quickly assign positions for the 3 overflows then?
That can just be A, B, D,
DPS
and the rest all the way C.
It'll be DPS tank and DPS, right?
Should they?
Should be 2 DPS in the tank.
No,
yes.
healer. DPS
Why a
and
healer?
It's the last person will the people be without DPS.
Yeah, John. One of the non-debuffs is always a healer.
But
no,
but the short and the long synchro will be 2 DPSs, and the tank will do the stuff.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah, that does make. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Okay, so we do that then. So, are we all clear on what we have to do then? So I'll revise once more. So to start with, the first overflow goes to A. The short overflow goes to C. The long, short overflow. The short synchro goes to C. The long synchro goes to 1. The DPS and healer latent defects share with the tank 1 at A. We were correct about that, thank God. Then at that point, And at the same time, the short synchro, the latent defect tank will share its short synchro. What will then happen then is whoever was the short synchro needs to be healed off. Oh wait, no, they don't because they have debugger, don't they? Yeah.
No, they need to heal up for the damage.
Oh, they still take the damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, okay,
Yeah,
I don't
the
need
short
to heal now. That's fine.
Yeah. No, the short synchro player, they need to be healed up after the first one because they're going to go share with the long synchro. And the tank stays C, I'm presuming, and just pops mitigation. The tank who now has the third synchro. At the same time, the two latent defect players who shared with the overflow are going to go same as before, to the same spots as before, just above B and D respectively. And the two non-debuff players are going to pick one each. So maybe like 2 healers together and 2 DPS together, for example.
Yeah. And after the transfer, they'll switch positions so the last overflows go to north.
So say for example, honey, right? You were one of the latent defects, right? You go to A, share the overflow, get the overflow, go above D, right? Then Legsy will come to you because he's going to be a non-debuff, right?
Okay.
He will share your overflow with you, and then you're going to move away because you don't want to share his overflow.
Okay, where do I go to begin with? Just like it's saying that I haven't got the debuff.
That's a good point. We need to keep them out of range to begin with. So well, actually, as to be honest,
I could maybe go down below D.
Yeah, you could go below B. Yeah, you could go below.
No,
yeah,
because
you
you
could go
need
below
the synchro go. If you have the overflow as last, you swap with the overflow before you swap position.
Yeah, no, we would move to pick up the overflow. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But like just
no, Ari, they mean to avoid the very first overflow and avoid synchro. Yeah, just go below B and D, and you should be fine.
Yeah.
Maybe southeast and southwest. Yeah.
After the first tank overflow goes off at A, the healer who doesn't have a debuff can rescue him to the middle to get him out of the overflows.
Yeah, because the tank who had the first overflow, he takes nothing else. He's done.
Yeah,
so he just needs to avoid everything else. Yeah.
Sounds easy being a tank.
Yeah, because if I take anything, or well, I'm saying right because I had it, but if I take anything else, I lose my critical bug.
Okay, so. Right, okay.
Also,
it's gonna be a lot of paying attention to debuffs.
also.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Might want to do a pull.
Yeah, let's try that.
I'm removing one super quickly. I'll put it back. The healer who comes north for the first overflow, you can stay like here. You don't have to run all the way up.
Yeah.
So for less running, and you get more healing. Just run like. Stay.
Yeah.
Because it's a massive AOE.
I was thinking the person who goes there, the healer who goes there, could also use the rescue as well.
Yeah, they can.
They are going to be closer to the middle anyway.
Okay then, so let's try that then.
Yeah.
Just make sure if you go down, you don't accidentally run into synchro stack.
You know what, Mob? I had a feeling there was something we were overlooking.
Yeah.
Like we were making it too hard, but I didn't consider the possibility that the short synchro and long synchro.
The scary part is it was John that came up with it.
Well,
I'm boiling out of my mind right now.
No, me and Mob just came to the logical conclusion that if you already have a synchro, you can't take another one because the game doesn't imply that you can.
Well, it doesn't imply that you can't either.
Ugh.
An oversight.
We just assume.
Brotherhood.
Which can be dangerous.
I have it.
We made a safe assumption.
Morby?
Yep.
Possessions. First tower. Rotate. Second tower. Buster. I should not have used Rampart there. I want to pay for that.
Mantra.
Third tower. And then fourth tower. Just to be safe, I'm gonna, rather than tanks, if I have to do the short thingy, I'm gonna hallow it, okay? Hopefully it doesn't ignore hallowed.
Wet boy.
Well, we know what to do, guys, so let's do it.
Aggro Lexi. I did a butcher's block, but it wasn't enough.
Ah, Lucid, come on, there we go.
Okay.
What needs to top off now?
John,
I need a top off. I'm dead.
I didn't have a debuff.
Yeah, John, you don't. Wait, John. John. Oh wait, well, just shield off. That did fucking nothing.
Critical error.
What the?
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry, I moved because I was trying to heal John.
John, did you, John? You had a non-debuff,
Oh
right?
yeah,
So
sorry, I'm an idiot.
The non-debuffs need to go like here. Do not get hit by anything.
Yeah, the non-debuffs don't do anything until the second overflows.
Yeah, sorry.
You came up with this freaking solution. You act out on it.
Let's pull, let's pull, let's pull, let's pull, let's pull.
Yeah, let's go, let's go for
One now.
protect and let's go.
I'm protecting.
Protect.
Protect and attack.
Oh shit, I should use
Okay,
Yeah, sorry about that, Jiggy. Like, Lucid did not want to go on.
Are we not waiting on Ether Flow?
Yeah.
Or late game time?
I'll be
No,
fine.
it's one butcher's block isn't enough. You'll take
No,
aggro.
that's fine. I'll pop Lucid. I tend to like. I'd make sure I pop Lucid in the sort of the transition into Hello World.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoever
Just
has
pop
short
Lucid after
synchro.
Ion Eve blocks.
Yeah, the
you
person with
have
the
to.
short synchro will need to get topped off ASAP as well.
I got
Yeah.
a small during guy on
The
me.
thing is, I wasn't sure who had it. That's the problem.
Battle voice.
Oh, sorry, no, I say. If you see anyone, right, oh, it's me. If you see anyone with half HP, heal them. Simple
Yeah,
as
but then
that.
you got the
Just-
issue of I could get the wrong one.
Well, is whoever is on C.
Well,
There are
gonna
two
be
people
one
who take that damage.
It's
But
always going to be
call
one of the DPS.
Yeah, so I've got a 50-50 chance of getting the right one if you do it that way.
Yeah, just call
Right,
out, I guess.
Rotate, by the way, you guys were talking. Like to heal yourself, then break the second. No, you're not. That's what happens. Well, in that case, then we need the DPS to call out who the short synchro is then.
Because I
So maybe actually go out and do the twins, and we have a full timer. We have
Yeah,
1
do
hour
it.
left
Fuck
on
it, just do it. Yeah. Come on, guys, another one pull on the twins, we can do it.
Can I use the bathroom?
Don't
Probably go back in.
jinx it.
Make it quick.
And I will do a
Darling, touch wood.
I'm not jinxing it. I said we would do a one pull tonight, and we did. You guys are jinxing it by always saying that we're jinxing it. Jinxing is bullshit.
Right, I'm gonna repair my gear.
Oh, it feels so good to be back in Prague.
If we can get through Hello World tonight, I'll consider that a success in itself.
We're getting close.
Right. The point is, it's simply a positional-based stance. You just need to know where you are at all times. Honestly, the only one who should be doing anything there, other than dancing, is the healers. Yeah, the first opening of the fight is not very kind on healers at all.
No.
Yeah, I
also,
don't
anyone
want to be
who's
a
on-
healer.
To anyone who's over on B, I am not going to be able to reach you for heals.
Well, no, because there should be one healer who can stay somewhat middle-ish while still taking it anyway.
That's what I mean, so... Yeah.
Plus, if I remember correctly,
Yeah, John, you only need to get hit by overflow once.
No,
the
no.
idea is everyone should be getting hit once, except for one DPS and one tank, who only get hit twice. That's it. By the way, with just shield off, the damage on the tank was pathetic. I might be able to just rampart it. I thought it would be worse than that. Oh, apparently just hits you guys like a truck.
Because it's 100,000 on the DPS. The tank has higher magic defense. So
Yeah,
you naturally take less.
As soon as he's back, we'll go in, see what we can do.
Uh-huh.
To be fair, Ori, what you said wasn't really a spoiler, it was just an option we hadn't considered.
Oh.
You were
I'm back.
pretty much on the right deck, except you
Welcome back.
had to do the non-debuff players on the overthrow instead of the synchros.
Yeah.
Yeah, we knew they served the purpose, but we weren't too sure where it just made sense for the synchros.
I kind of imagine Ari just going hallelujah as soon as I suggested it. Just
Hey, to
like,
be fair-
finally!
To be fair, Ori would have been in the same boat as the rest of us, but he unfortunately got spoiled. He didn't look it up, he got spoiled.
Ooh.
Are we missing someone? Is someone else go AFK?
Maybe Jiggy went for a smoke.
Holy shit! Oh, Justin.
I didn't hear you say you were going for a smoke.
Yeah, I said it. But I was quick.
He made it, to be fair. It's a fair play to him.
Do you just like inhale the whole thing in one puff or something?
Done.
Repop your food as well, guys, if you haven't. Because this is more than 6
Quick
minutes.
smoke. And it
Go
was
on, what are you doing? You're placing the waymarks.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I said you're doing it for the rest of the night for getting food. When you listening? Clearly not.
No.
No.
Too busy forgetting food.
Is that a problem, Unlimited?
Yes, because
Clearly for his setup it is.
I have over 60 FPS in the game if it is unlimited, and it breaks with the refresh rate of the monitor, so it looks all laggy.
You don't have G-Sync or anything.
Yeah, I don't think the game has G-Sync. I could probably force it somewhere, but...
G-Sync is on the monitor itself.
Alright guys,
Oh, my monitor
focus on.
doesn't have
Let's get this done.
It is time.
Yeah, you have to go into the graphic card settings and then enable it manually.
It's fine, I limited it to 60.
Guys.
It's way better.
Break silence.
Oh.
Oh my god. Suppose it's not that big of a deal.
Change stratagem.
It made me forget my cover though.
Brotherhood. Devotion.
I managed it.
No, you did, but it made me forget cover.
Oh, that was a bit weird.
There you go. Don't forget the plan for the opener too.
Yep, I got it.
Oh, we're fine.
I'm here.
That looks like it targeted Ozzy by himself. Holy shit. Alright, anyway. Eyes on C.
Mantra.
Baby?
Wet boy.
Well, time to warn them.
Go. Nice. The eye is on D. Safe spots are A and C.
D.
Hey.
I'm moving. Combat.
Wet boy. Brotherhood. Devotion. Chain stratagem.
Coming to you. Pings on my marks.
Wet boy.
Jiggy's gonna die.
Oh no.
No, I'm good.
Get John
Okay.
off, it's not fixable.
Are you able to get him? Or yeah, cool.
Reprisal.
Reprisal up.
John, don't move.
I'm home ganging.
Okie dokie.
To the middle.
Voice.
Facing towards A. Female danks first. That means that means right, pop veal. Don't forget to shake it off too. We always use it on the first dance, remember?
Wet boy.
Did you refresh?
With the team. Go. Behind. Find A. Positions. Good job. Okay, where's that eye at? Okay, so the eye is at A. Alright then. So I'm gonna take them, I'm gonna go to D, you go to D.
Yep.
Awaken swap first. Provoking.
Provoked. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I went to the wrong place.
It's alright, it's all fixable.
I'm staying
Wet
here
boy.
so she comes.
Chain stratagem.
Blues on waymarks.
Oh, I should have done that.
Reprisal.
Reprisal up. And this one is with cooldowns.
Okay, tell me off like say the 6 like control. For the medal.
Oh my ears!
I was lucky I got an Adolescent X-Cog there, like so you do better than that.
Yeah.
Alright. Medal tanks, set up the plan.
Mantra.
Wet boy.
Am I here?
Your spots. No. Fine.
What?
Alright,
Guys, what the hell was that? Do I have to point out how late you guys were?
Healer LB?
Yeah, we might make it. We might make it if you heal her, albeit. I'd say.
On it.
Basis. Oh no!
Brotherhood.
Okay, I'm doing it now. It's still fixable. Ultimate time. Dragging them to C. We need to do the seller. Feels off. No, who the hell's talking up later? You've taken them.
Yeah, I.
Wipe it,
What happened there?
guys. People were too late, and whoever the target was, moved too late to the middle. Who was the target there?
How could that been too late? 3 people died. If they were late, they would have died alone.
Then whoever was the target moved in too late. Sorry, no, whoever wasn't hit moved in too late.
That means another 3 people then, so... It's kinda strange.
Yeah.
Don't look at me, I had the vulnerability, so I couldn't go in.
I ran my ass straight in as per usual, so.
Calm me out, so I'll try and do better. I'll have time. John, don't shake me this time.
Wet boy. Chain stratagem. Battle voice. Brotherhood. Devotion.
It's behind you one day.
Mantra.
Wet boy.
John, what are you doing?
I got him.
I don't know if I cleaved him or not. I may have.
No, you shouldn't have. Eyes on B, sorry, safe spots are A and C.
I'm going to D.
Okay, I'll go to A.
So we got 38%. We're alright. You're moving?
Yep.
Combat.
You need to protect.
Yeah, need to protect.
Wet boy.
Yeah, I'll get it on him.
Chain stratagem. Brotherhood. Devotion.
He didn't get it.
Moving.
How? You're right next to him.
Yeah, I pop protect on him.
Well, it doesn't matter, just as soon as you get the chance later.
There you go, it's on him.
Pigs on waymarks. We've already lost 2% damage, so guess we know who the LV is then. Reprisal. I'm hoping I didn't pop Sentinel too soon there, but be prepared to top me off like the old Ben or something.
Yeah, Benison's
Home
right there.
gang.
Okay, yep, Sentinel's dropping.
Battle voice.
The middle.
Wet boy.
Facing towards A. It's the female dance again.
Mantra.
Two go now.
Veils up, sorry, my mistake.
Using shake it off.
With the team. Go. For me.
Oh.
Oh.
What?
Okay, it works, sort of. Behind her. Get behind her. Focus up. Find A. Go. You're okay, Jiggy, you're okay. Alright, Jiggy, we're gonna go to B together.
Yep. Reprisal up.
Refresh.
We're okay.
Devotion.
Jiggy will probably have a vulnerability for this time.
Wet boy. Chain stratagem.
Lose on waymarks. Fight either find for the next boss if you must.
My will runs off. It's fine.
Alright, okay.
Oh shit.
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't fucking
Oh, baby, is this fixable?
Can you res? And yes, it is.
Thank you.
Hurry up, we have double laser shower incoming. Fuck it.
Reprisal.
I did what I could.
Using cooldown.
Tank buster, tank buster. Let's go to the middle.
Bye bye, Eos. You did good.
Facing A. Has this changed anything?
No.
Mantra.
Male dance.
Mage ballad.
Deer spots.
Oh, I fucked up.
Alto! To the middle, to the middle. Spread. You totally deserve that one.
I did.
Go, go.
I
And
can.
out.
I can
Get out.
Okay.
Okay, still fixable, still fixable.
I'll LB as soon as we've moved.
Reprisal up.
Alright, we're going to C. We're going to C.
To
Gotcha.
C. Okay.
VL is up,
More?
I'm ready.
Yep.
Fox, if you haven't used them, guys, we're already a slightly bit behind. Focus up as well.
You're
Devotion.
taking them first.
Battle voice.
Let's find out, see you soon.
I'm going.
Faint on.
Like I say, don't die on me.
Yep.
We good?
Yep.
Yeah, we're good.
Cosmo incoming, reprisal.
When you're taking them.
Sorry, do it now, sorry, ultimate up.
Brotherhood.
Sharp
Sure.
me.
I'll have
the shower
soon.
Are we moving?
Can I get a mana shift or a regen, please?
5 seconds.
Hello, don't panic, don't panic.
Stay here.
Thank you.
I'll mantra after we've moved.
Refresh.
Has it moved? No, stay here, guys, but on the side, more on the side.
Mantra.
Thank you.
We're a little behind, so LB the female.
Yep, as soon as we get 2.
Same again.
I'm going again.
Wet boy.
Ay.
Is this fixable, baby? We have Cosmo incoming.
Yep.
Is this fixable?
Doing my best.
Do you want me to tank LB it? Tell me now.
Yes.
No, we're okay, hon. You guys, we're good.
Okay.
I'll take it, guys. Just alright. LB the female already. We're running out of time.
We just got LB2. I've done it.
Come on, baby.
Oh, I'm so
no, you can't. No, you can't. We're going. Just don't let me die.
Look,
just let me take it. Just let me take it. And kill them. It's fine.
Attack female, male is dead.
Fucking hell, guys.
What the hell was that?
John, Ozu, what the fuck was that? Like say, what the fuck was that?
I derped.
No shit. What do you mean? Where the hell are you going?
I ran forward instead of running back because I, for some reason, thought it was the last one. That's all I can say on the matter.
Look at my mana.
You did good, honey. You did good. We got it.
Krim, can we face middle there before the meteor and arrow comes? Because I didn't have sprint for the second one. Because I got meteor the both times.
Yeah, that was all okay. Yeah.
And I didn't have sprint for the second one, and I didn't make it in time.
Well, yeah, we'll have it face middle, but it means the party is going to have to move so I can face the way more.
Yeah.
And Lindsay, why are you you're scaring me by dancing all over the place during suppression now. You know Arrow has a very big range, right?
Yep.
So can you not?
No. It was literally just I thought I was on the wrong side for the eye and then realised I wasn't, so I moved back. That was all
That's
that was.
okay, we're here. Okay, so do we remember what we're doing then for Hello World?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Wait, vaguely, or do we remember one or the other?
Yeah. Well, I haven't done the other one yet, have I? So...
The second one just seems to be free overflows. That's it.
Yeah, no. I mean, I've only done the one where I haven't had a debug yet. I haven't done the other one until I do.
All right, remember, guys. If you're the short DPS, if you are the short overflow target, call it out. Just say me. That way, like, you know who needs to heal that more than anyone. The tanks would certainly appreciate at least one as well, though.
I would be able to excog short synchro.
And once more, for the tank who has the first overflow, where are we having them go to avoid anything else? Are they staying at A? Is that a safe spot?
The one with the overflow, that was an A. Rescue him to the middle, and actually the one would actually be could have like the short synchro here and the long synchro here. Gives a bit more space in the middle for the people to.
Are you sure that's wise, alright?
Yeah, I was saying you'll forget about the overflow. Like that overflow's got massive AoE.
Yeah, but that means that in middle is more space for overflow.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. That gives more space for it.
Yeah, that gives people that are supposed to not get hit space in the middle.
So wait, so this is where the short overflow is staying at C. Is that correct?
Yeah, let's keep it the same.
Sorry, short synchro. Yeah. And what are the two overflows just going to the way marker then, or are they going like northeast and northwest?
The overflows go to northeast and northwest. The ones without debuffs go to B and D to get their overflow debuffs.
And if you go to a debugger,
they go to north, west and east.
No, I'm talking about people who already had debuggers who don't want to get hit by anything else. Where are they going?
I guess they're like here.
Slightly below the middle, yeah.
Alright, so you see that middle point, guys? Maybe go like 2 rings below it and you should be okay.
Around where 1 was.
Hold on, I'm gonna look at the screenshot that Azu posted.
Right. Once more, remember as well, if you have no debuff, you don't take the first overflow, you share with the second ones, because you want to be think of it as you want to be the third overflows. Yeah. So for the free overflows after critical error, we're going to put them at D, B, and south respectively, and everyone else goes to A. No, wait, that doesn't work. Everyone else goes to the middle.
No,
Below
the
middle.
overflows, the last after critical error goes to A, D, and B, and the rest of the party just goes south.
Right. Then we can have like the person who had short synchro goes to B or something. Because we'll have two DPS, just to know where each DPS goes.
Wait, why we haven't? Wait, that wasn't a sync. Wait, why are we changing up where synchro is?
We're not.
No,
After the critical error.
After the critical error.
There will be 2 DPS with the overflow. I just want to know where to go if I end up with one.
The DPS will want the DPS always. All right. So the healer with latent defect, right? For this, who will also get.
No, I'm talking after critical
ones
error.
who did synchro and will get the overflow after critical error.
Okay. So the DPS one is going to B then. Is that right?
There's 2 DPS. It's either D or B.
Right. Call it then. Call D or B. We've done it on Mythgog, so man. It ain't difficult, boys.
Do we have to? Okay.
Well, we don't know which DPS is going to have it. Yeah.
The DPS who did the synchros.
Short
No,
synchro will go to B, long
don't
synchro
know.
will go to D, and tank will go to A.
Wait, short goes to where?
B.
Okay. Okay.
And let me just check to make sure I heard
Okay.
this. Because we're having the 2 synchros on 1 and 2 when they go off. Is the short
synchro on 1.
Okay,
Long
thank you.
synchro 1, 2. Everyone who's already finished their set of the mechanics goes to C.
Or a little below C.
Or a little below, yeah. Something like that. We'll judge it by visual.
I'll say C, but okay.
Right.
Because if we're at C, we're gonna get hit by the northeast and northwest overflows.
Well, then move C down a bit, then.
Yeah.
It should be fine from there.
No, because when the overflows were at B and D, they hit all the way over here. So if
but if they're northwest and northeast, probably they should.
This should be safe, I reckon.
So so it's strictly northeast and northwest and that point. Okay, strictly northeast and northwest.
Just to mention, once what is it called again? Hello World is done. Everyone without critical debug will be standing in between all of these.
No, you mean everyone with a critical debugger. Done.
Yeah, well, stands here.
Yeah. Okay, so the DPS are going to go to D and B. Where is the third one going to go again?
A.
A. Right.
Which is the tank.
Okay, so we're going to have them stand what, here or something, or on the C? Right here?
C should be fine.
Okay, I'm fine with that, as long as we're clear, that's all. So short synchro goes to B, long synchro goes to D.
Yeah. And also make sure that the tank who has the first overflow has the boss as well.
Our healer's clear on who the tank who has the first overflow. Okay, so in other words,
because the
if I
boss
get
will keep on following it, so after he does the overflow, he can take it to the middle.
Okay, in that case then, Jiggy, we'll do a tank swap if I get the overflow, for example. If you have the overflow, great, you keep it. Simple as. Ruby. Okay, cool. So let's do it then. Let's do it, boys. Let's get past Hello World and hope that that's literally it for Hello World. If it is, then easy mechanic.
Easy mechanic.
It's easy after I figured it
Make more
out.
to shade, mate. And by the way, Jiggy, if you do have to take the third synchro by yourself, it seems just Rampart alone should be enough.
Yeah, alright.
Because I only had shield open, it was fine.
Battle voice. Brotherhood. Devotion.
It's the Crim.
Mobby?
Yeah. I used it a bit early.
Barry.
Here's Fox. First tether. Rotate. Second tether. I'll go here, Jiggy. I'll go here. It's fine. I'll go here. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, sorry.
It's alright. We're good. We're good. But last tether. Alright, good job, guys. Nice, nice. Remember what to do, so let's just do it. If you're short sync, pull it out.
Yeah, I got it.
Provoking.
Take it.
Okay, I got short.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Kerm, I thought you was moving.
Am I supposed to move? What am I doing here? Oh my god.
Well.
Sorry, it's the first time we've done in a while. Was I the only one who messed up, or did anyone else mess up?
The synchro went correct, actually.
Good.
I think I messed up too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm not supposed to take either of the synchronizers.
You had to take the
Yes, you are.
synchro.
You take the
Oh,
first
that is
synchro.
actually pretty smart. Jig just ran into the middle here, so no matter which synchro went off first, he got hit.
Yeah, no, Jiggy. You're supposed to take the first synchro. That's how you remove your latent defect. Then after that,
I did it correctly.
Yeah, then after that, you're gonna stay at 2, right? And take your synchro that you now have by yourself with mitigation.
If he's taking the first one, he'll be at 1 on his own.
Yeah, he'll be at
1-1.
That's the idea, Ozu. Yeah.
You just said he'll be at 2 for his own moves, that's what the other 2
Yeah.
No, as in when he goes to 2.
No, he stays at 1.
But I don't go to 2 ever.
Oh, right. Oh, is the long synchro at 1 then?
No.
The long
it's on
synchro's
2.
on 2.
Nope.
The short one that he has to run to is on 1, then the DPS
Yeah,
runs
no,
on 2.
I
and
know,
the
that's
stays
what I
on
meant.
1.
I know he goes for the short one. I was asking if the long one, if the short one was at 2 or not. For some reason I thought someone said it was at 2, but okay, we're good. Yeah.
And after that, or after critical error, I will get the overflow I need to run.
I messed up, that's fine, but how the hell did Vivi and Legsy die?
I've noticed then if you get overflow again or something, it sort of
I know how
chain
Vivi
reaction
died,
kills everyone near it.
I know how Vivi died because it's the same way I died.
No, John, I know how I died. I was asking how Vivi and Legsy died.
Vivi died because of you, Kerm.
Oh yeah, because no, that's right. I got another one that popped instantly when I died. Yeah, of course. Yeah, makes sense.
By the way, Vivi, Legsy,
I don't know how Legsy died.
would you prefer me to keep popping Mantra after that third thing for the Ion, or do you want it for Hello World?
No, just keep popping it there because I can substitute your mantra for Hello World with my Fey Illumination.
No, sorry, I just totally tunnel vision now and forgot to move to C, right? That's where I need to go to C.
Yeah.
Yes.
By the way, Lexi, when I call out Fey Illumination, just Medica 2.
Yep, will do.
I love how
And
I
if you
did it correctly by accident.
Now we do it correctly by intention.
Yes.
See, don't say that you did it by accident, say it was completely planned and complain at anyone who did it wrong.
Boy.
Like that shade you just gave me was totally by accident. Not planned, right, John?
Stratagem.
Muscle
voice.
memory, mate.
Brotherhood.
I'm alright, sure. I'm good.
More?
Just say goodbye to Ozu's boot shine as he cries internally.
Mm-hmm.
I hurt myself. Oh no.
Rotate. Sorry, I forgot to pull the first lever. Second.
Oh.
Good. Third.
Mantra.
And last. Get ready for Ion. And later, your aggro as well.
Yeah.
See? Good job. Oh, did you reprisal it? JK.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, good.
Wet boy.
There
Fey
you go, boys.
Illumination?
Take it.
Provoking.
Sure,
Yeah, trust me, I'm paying attention.
You can't be there, Jig.
Oh, somebody messed up there.
Jig was...
Yeah, I messed. Yeah, I moved way too early. Yeah, I messed up.
We were so close!
Basically, Jiggy, you were supposed to literally just stay here. And as soon as your synchro was gone off, Jiggy, your one, not the first one, your one. that's when you move to say.
Yeah.
Okay, just let me just confirm for the DPS one. So I had this short thing then, so I went to 1, then to 2. Then I moved to the middle, and after critical error goes out, that's when I have to move to B for my thing, is it?
Yes.
No, after critical error, you stay. Well, yes.
No,
Wait.
the mob's right back. It goes there, yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure me and Azumi, after we did it, we kind of just stood there for a second, like, did we do it right? Is everything okay?
Well, did you have a debugger?
Yeah, I did.
Were you then?
No.
Guess what, John? You did it right.
Yeah, I know. We just stood there for a second, like, do we move?
No. No, what happened was Jiggy moved too early, set off the chain reaction, got the overflow. He shouldn't have died. Then gave us the overflow because he died, and just ding.
The thing was that like I was literally on my way to C, and then the moment I made it to C, like everyone started dying. And
in case it's not obvious to my melee staff, no. Because of the C is the safe spot when you're done with mechanics, you cannot go for positionals. Deal with it.
Oh, I've not even got any stacks at that point. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, they weren't kidding. This is not nice. This is absolutely not nice on melees at all.
No, that's not the black mage, and then we can all adjust.
Let's all make a party of 4 bards.
You joke about it, you'd end up doing more fucking damage.
Yeah, I know.
Levels black mage.
Hell, you could probably go as machinist and do more with the amount of positionals you're going to be denied here.
I think you overestimate my machinist.
Yeah, he's pretty strong.
No, I just don't underestimate. I just don't underestimate how many positionals you're going to get cooked by.
Morby?
Yep.
Positions.
That's the bad timing.
This is so awful for my opener.
Break the first. Rotate. Break the second.
I don't like being covered to people. It makes
Fuck
me
my
anxious.
life.
There you get away from me. Alright, break the third. Lighty, you might want to consider dumping now.
Yeah, will do.
Reprisal was too early.
Oh, baby, you weren't inside my passage.
Wet boy.
Okay, illumination.
Yep.
Whispering Dawn's also out.
Yeah. Oh, sharp, but you're good.
Okay, I'm short.
Alright, I'm here.
To me, Ari.
Top or firing?
Oh, what the fuck?
No, he wasn't healed.
I got the X-Cock right after the long.
Continue doing it.
Alright, we're good. This is fixable though, right? There's only 2. Yeah. I'm going to, Alright, John.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm going to play, yeah. Why is Ozu dead?
I had my error, I got in, but...
Oh! No!
AoE!
No, why did you go off? Welcome! Alright, fix it. Jiggy, turn them around. What the hell is that? What is this? Peripheral. Okay. Okay.
I'm raising Ari.
What's happening? What is happening? I'm seeing things. What the hell?
Wait, what?
What? I'm spinning around at the speed of sound.
They're going clockwise?
I don't know what's happening. What? Oh, okay.
Oh no!
Oh, I'm this again, is it?
I see it! I saw it.
He was just
okay. Guys, I know exactly how you're supposed to handle that.
I saw that.
You look at the direction they're going, and you follow it around behind the first one.
No, I didn't need to move at all.
On the edge of the arena, you can't run behind them.
I didn't need to move at all where I was.
What happens is like if there's, for example, 1-on-1 and the arrow is clockwise, it will first fire laser like this, then to C, then to the boss, then to the north.
Okay.
B.
Let's get a clean hello world and let's get there again. Okay. How did Ozu die there, Ozu? Were you not topped off?
I assume it's that because I took my. I was
right.
the last critical error.
We need more heals there.
Yeah.
Faster.
I I
And
use
then
second
it
wind
would
and
be handy
everything.
if I get the X-Gong before the synchro goes out.
Yeah, would be a good idea.
Yeah.
He did call it out immediately.
Yeah.
Well, that's prog, guys. New stuff. But what the fuck was that?
I'm sorry, Ari.
Grim, if you want to cry a little, there's another target analysis over there.
Oh, fuck off.
Just saying.
That's probably going to have to be a shared one, unless we're lucky and it targets the other player.
Yeah.
Unless I put targets Lexi.
Fuck off.
I'm hoping for
I'm
that.
saying.
It probably will with his aggro management.
Exactly.
It's not even aggro management. Like, I don't literally cannot do anything
Oh,
else.
sorry. There is no aggro management when it comes to you.
Like, I pop it lucid and it's like...
Chinese stratagem. Battle voice.
One cure free and you're back up top.
Yeah, basically.
Morby?
Yep. That's so bad.
That moment when you have more aggro control than me, like.
Alright, focus up, boys. You want to see prog? And focus up. First ever.
I want to get a
Stay.
position up.
Stay. Second. Also, fuck's sake. Oversampled. You keep going, Jigga. You keep going. Yeah.
Mantra.
You can do a quick top off. Break the third. Heal off. An ion. Just get him on quickly.
I got him.
Quickly.
I'll have tactician for you.
Heal him up as well. Heal him up as well.
Yeah.
Because this does damage.
Pain
Broken.
elimination?
Chuck.
Shut me.
It's John? Okay.
Of course, it's John.
Oh shit, I was too far up.
John will die.
Oh, have you fucked her off?
Yeah, I was too far up. I was just...
John, then guys, don't waste the time. Yeah, yeah, the first overflow goes off quite quickly.
Yeah.
You gotta be ready.
Yeah.
And next cog isn't enough.
Nope, they've got to be max HP. If they
Okay.
don't survive it, they've got to be max HP. Yeah. The only thing I can think of is either we save deployment for there, but even then it won't help with the second set, or we need a strong raging seller. Largis, Mantra, Whispering Dawn.
That's I've been
Oh,
using Largis
Wait.
Medica too.
John, did you use your second wind? You could probably use it there. Should be
You didn't
enough.
use it. You didn't use it, did you, John?
I did use that.
Oh.
But that's not gonna help if it's on me.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Alright, let's keep going, guys.
I was just asking because he was only missing a little bit of health
Okay.
What do you mean when he died on Ion?
when he died to the synchro. Yeah.
Okay, that's a different one, but sure more. It's the same, yeah.
Well, did he get a protect?
No, I didn't get a chance to get it off.
To be fair, how the hell did he die? Well, we were shooting later.
I just wasn't healed up enough.
Brotherhood.
People weren't topped up on ion.
Devotion.
I got it.
Okay, go.
Morby?
Yep.
Position.
Funny.
First tower. Rotate. Second tower, heal. Lazy, heal yourself quickly.
Oh.
Pew pew pew.
Come on, guys, you can move quicker than that.
Oh shit, I need to repair. Hold on.
Good idea. Give me a sec.
Are we having healing problems here?
No.
Like healers in general?
Lexi got hit by the laser.
Sprint didn't go off.
Yeah, he got hit by the laser.
You know
So.
you can pop it before patch even casts.
Yeah, no,
Right?
I tried to hit it, thought it went off, realised it didn't, it was too late, I realised.
I feel like trying to move with someone with a close tech there is like trying to drag a dead dog with a lead.
Stutter step, that's what I do. And then when I have to break it, just fucking fail.
To be fair, you've got a little bit of range on it. Not a
Yeah,
lot,
you
but
do.
a little bit.
Wet boy. Chain stratagem. Battle voice. Brotherhood. Devotion.
It's me.
Morpy?
Yep.
I'm trying a new opener.
Break the first. Stay. Break the second. Keep going, Jiggy. Yep. One. Break the third, guys. Come on. Be quicker than that.
Mantras out.
Break the last one quickly.
Too quick.
Yeah, that's the problem. No, that's the problem. Who was the who was? Is it fixable?
Going up.
We need John. We need John.
John up. I'm getting him
No,
half
it's
cast.
too late.
I
It's
got
too
him, I
late.
got him, I got him.
No, it's too late. That the animation lock. No, what, guys? Just jump. You're wasting time. So, we can't.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why that happened there. Because whoever the fourth one was knew they had to break instantly because the third one delayed again. Was that you again, Legsy?
Yeah, but like, I'm trying to get fucking heals off. Like,
Okay, I need you to stand a little bit further in if I'm gonna get.
yeah,
up
that's
in
fine,
time
that's
as well.
fine, but like,
The thing is
at
that-
that point, the other healer needs to do it. You need
Yeah.
to alternate heals.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need to plan with Vivi, not just think the top up is on you. She has the utilities for it.
yeah.
Like when it comes to tethers, like your first concern is just breaking it after the tank has taken it.
Honestly, a
At
quick.
that point, it's my problem.
Honestly, if one hasn't been used, a quick indom would solve that problem.
That's what I always do in dom.
Then so Legsy's doing a Legsy's fucking it off, then he doesn't need to. That is what you're saying.
Wet boy. Chain stratagem. Battle voice. Brotherhood. Devotion.
On Jiggy.
Morby?
Yep.
Positions. First tether. Rotate. Second tether.
I'm going to the behind.
Double early.
Maybe. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
I knew that was happening.
I didn't want to go through the middle.
You can. Can't you?
No, because I had far tether. I didn't want to go through
Then
the middle
why
to
did you
get
go
too
right
close.
when you could have gone left?
Because I saw that my tether was that way round.
And the tether
Wait,
should have adjusted for you.
Maybe,
That's what I
if you,
can do.
yeah, if you had far tether, right, you can get in close to them.
No, I mean far tether to not break it.
I was
Yeah.
at the very and pretty much stayed around this area between 2 and D all the time.
Oh, because it looks like because I couldn't see who I was with. I thought they might be closer in melee range.
Oh, you should be paying attention to who you've got as well.
After the diffuse wave can I always move back to the back of it. Be safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wet boy. Battle voice. Chain stratagem. Brotherhood. Devotion.
It's me.
Morby?
Yep.
Spot. Fast. Rotate. Second. I tried to move you, Ainsley. Baby, can we fix this? Baby, talk to me. Can we fix this?
Yes.
Alright, guys, get behind me. You know what? If you want to live, get behind me.
Okay, elimination.
Wet boy.
Like, you're going to be okay on MP?
All good.
Alright, remember, the top's off here.
Trying to keep it.
Yep.
I have short.
Okay.
On Lobby.
Right.
Legsy, no.
What?
I'm dead.
Fuck!
What did he do?
Oh.
He had latent defect.
And what did he do?
I didn't. That's the problem.
He did
Is it
the...
still fixable though? We all have thingies.
Ah.
It is.
So,
Okay.
I'm going A, go to the usual spots, heal up as well quickly. Maybe,
Oh, I'm going.
we're good, now we need fire.
I got
Fucking
it.
tank
No,
help me.
no, no.
Guys, shut up, stop talking. Don't need 20 voices.
The overflow.
Wait, there was another overflow?
Yeah.
No,
Too
it's
close,
it's
three of us.
it's the
You
last
didn't
one.
go to where you needed to go?
Oh,
I thought you knew you had the
Normally-
overflow.
That was the problem.
Supposed to get it at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair,
She tried rushing to B, but then realised at the last second that that's my spot.
Why didn't she go to B then? We only had the 3.
Well, no, she tried going to D, and that was my spot. So she tried running to B and accidentally clipped everyone.
Oh.
I wasn't... I'm pretty certain I'm not supposed to get that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you're
No,
not.
you weren't supposed to get that.
It was ultimately Legsy's fault.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Vivi went back on, like, muscle memory and instinct and
No,
quickly ran to D.
too much talk about Vivi here. What happened was Legsy had latent defect and he didn't take the overflow.
Yeah.
Because even though I asked if he was okay, clearly he wasn't. Alright, let's go again. So I have time.
Let's go.
We will get a clean hell.
Come on, Legsy, Vivi, get your shit together. We got this, guys.
I did the mechanic what?
Yeah, but then you failed as well.
It wasn't mine to fail.
No, but still could have been fixed. And also for the one before as well. It's like you made the exact same mistake you did.
Wet boy. Chain stratagem. Battle voice. Brotherhood. Devotion.
Take a look, guess who it is, guys. It's more. Nah, it's
Whoopee! My fairy's being retarded.
Build up.
Oh my gosh.
We're fine, right?
No, yeah. My fairy's just
What?
being a dick.
Fast tempo. Rotate. Don't delay, unless you want to die. Second. Over samples. Yeah, I know. Watch for Jiggy. Taking some blows. Right. Heal up. Break the floor. We good. Get behind me if you want to live. You enjoy that if you enjoy the concept of living.
You already know I don't.
Fey elimination?
Yep.
Wet boy.
Provoking. Short synchro was on RA. Omega, kindly move your butt box.
Mob?
I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get them top off, guys. Ow. Okay. Pick your spots, guys. What? Ow.
I didn't get topped off for the critical error, I guess. And then-
Oh.
Yeah, I'm on the other side of the platform for that one.
I need flux.
Ion. You know what? Just for the sake of prog.
Reprisal.
Just for the sake of prog. Okay, let me keep it for now. I'll face him. Oh, he's falling anyway. So let's try and figure this shit out then. Oh, Jiggy, stay with me. No, you stay with me, boy. I'm facing A. You get your ass here.
There's gonna be an AoE there, though. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, was it?
This isn't safe. This isn't safe. This
Oh
isn't safe.
no, it
This is
isn't.
safe side, I think.
No,
Oh,
no,
I
it's
don't
not John. You just came from where we were.
I'm so dead.
I have it. I'm gonna home gang this.
Oh no, we're not.
Oh, okay.
The last one.
Oh.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it's a simple mechanic. We're just not figuring it out.
Well, with that pattern, the whole entirety of Southside was safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so is it one where we literally just have to identify a safe spot then, and that's it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
try and
Okay.
I was standing. I believe I was standing southwestish,
Yeah,
and I
me
just
and
kind
you
of
were
moved
both
up and.
Okay, that's great and all except for one problem. What exactly are the tanks supposed to do? Because of target analysis? Where do we go if there's only one?
Southwestish, and then you can go eastish.
What about the party?
Yeah, the whole party can be at southwest, or flip it around. So you can be southwest and the whole party's southeast.
But
And then
remember,
we just
that was
go
a different
clockwise.
pattern. That was a different pattern from first time, though.
Yeah.
So
No,
that's
I'm pretty
basically
certain it was the same because I was in
No,
the same
it was
spot.
different.
Spirit, when you say, so you're telling me how much of South was safe then?
I could show you a recording.
It was pretty much like the whole of this quadrant here was safe.
Okay, so it's basically as simple as find the safe spot, then the tanks go on one side, the party goes on the other. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's keep going on. Let's keep going, see if we can get it down.
I know this is an off comment, but I really like the placement of the waymarks.
Yeah, Vivi, if I end up on D with the last critical overflow, then I can't top anyone else. I can't top
Yeah, I know.
side for that one. So I was like, I tried to heal more, but I was like, I can't fucking reach him.
Yeah, I know.
Other than that though, hey, that's Hello World 1 done. It's a good start.
Sorry, not.
Do we have an I know we have an adult and a reprisal for the second Ionic box, but are we good on that front for healing it as well?
We should be, because I was managing to keep everyone, get everyone up.
Yeah. I did pop tank LB1 though, like.
Yeah, no, but I did have everyone topped up
Wet
anyway.
boy.
Fuck's sake.
Change stratagem. Battle voice. Brotherhood. Devotion.
It's me.
Mob.
Mm-hmm.
To your spots. First ever. Stay. John, that was. John,
What's
when it was stay means gnaw.
Yeah, I know. I was doing a
It's fine. We're fine. Yeah, you,
Yep, if you can.
yeah,
Yep,
you
don't
can't. Yeah, and you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know why you thought it was a good idea to do a positional there.
Be in the soil,
I'm
please.
dead.
Luckily for you, you're not. John, John, like say, John, like the aggro, like say. You wanna die, boy? You wanna die?
Not really.
That's how you die.
Pay illumination.
Thank you.
Fake confidence coming out, and so is Whispering Dawn.
Jaws.
I am the short one. More.
It's
You
more.
are the short one,
Mob is the
okay?
short one. Mob is very short. Yeah, what Mob?
Oh.
And we need a quick top up as well.
I'm trying my best here. Don't worry. Haha. What?
More? What were you doing over there?
Yeah, what were you? Why did we get 2 extra overflows before that went out?
Oh.
What were you doing over there, Mob?
No, I noticed what I did wrong. Yep.
You weren't the only one though, there were 2. Guys, as soon as you're done with your mechanics, you
wait
are.
until the critical
Yeah,
error.
I had to wait for the critical. Yeah, that's what I did
Yeah,
wrong.
you didn't wait for critical error, yeah. You have to wait until you actually get overflow.
Yeah, I got ahead of myself.
Just a minute.
But, I mean, aside from that, was my top off alright? Do I have to refigure anything out?
No, yeah, it went fine.
Okay, good.
He just messed up. I still don't know how the hell he died the first time, what killed him, honestly. Because critical error doesn't do any damage.
It does.
It does.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, yeah, that much.
Motherfucker!
We still have a battle rules, guys.
We're still pulling, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yes, John?
The reason it didn't do any damage is because you had the buff.
Wait, so you're telling me Mob didn't have a debugger last time?
No.
Does it only deal damage to those who don't have overflow debugger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Because given that you can actually take an entire overflow with it, I assume it just nullifies its damage.
So in other words, just keep the party top off then.
Easy.
Wet boy. Chain stratagem. Battle voice. Brotherhood.
Morby.
Yeah.
Get to your spots. First. Stay. No greedy positional. Well. Second. I'm moving.
Mantra.
Third. I think you might want to dump now. And then 4. Good job.
Pay illumination.
Yep.
Trick attack. Trick
Still
attack.
keeping. Short is on Ori.
Okay.
That was so stupid of you, Ori.
What did he do?
Just the range. Okay.
Misjudged the range, let's just say.
Ori.
It means her. Alright, I'm going to A.
Oh no.
Yeah, boys, you need to be top top.
Brotherhood.
John.
I don't know what I'm doing with life.
No,
anymore.
you clearly fucking don't, boy. John, why are you stacking on me?
It explodes!
We can still fix it, but yeah.
No.
Wipe it quickly, then we'll go for the last 4. Guys, stay on one spot, please.
I don't know why you did this.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know why. Well, Ari knew why you did. He just misjudged it.
I was just like, I give Ari X-Cog, I wait for everything to go out, and I do him an Aglo, and then he died, and
Let me
I'm just
get.
like, why?
What happened? Did John try to go for a positional? I couldn't say.
No, I just
Oh, he
ran
just started
out.
Just started
You
running.
just-
for a reason.
We just ran away. You can't run away from your problems, you know that, right?
I'm a ninja, I have increased movement speed, why can't I?
Because you have increased movement speed, but not increased mechanic protection.
Hey boys, one pull. Let's do it. I want to.
Yeah, we're going, Prog. Yeah, we can, because
I
we have
don't
it on
wanna-
stream, we can examine it. See how that shit works. See if we, so we have apparently 2 recorded different patterns for it. So
Yeah.
Wet
From
boy.
what I could see, it's actually gonna be pretty simple.
Yeah, I think it's the same pattern. They just
No,
rotate to
No, it
different
wasn't the
sides.
same pattern. It was
oh,
not.
sorry, there you go.
Morby.
Yeah.
Hello. Got that a bit sooner than I thought I would have. Positions. First ever. Rotate. Rotate. Second. Moving. Oh!
Fuck me sideways.
Mantra.
Too late. I even saw the Benny animation.
I got.
I tried, man. There was nothing.
Just heal each other, guys. Just heal each other. Just heal each other, quick, quick. I'm up, it's fine, don't worry. We clicked each other accidentally, which was weird, because I'm pretty certain we were far away from each
We
other.
were super far.
Pay illumination.
Doesn't matter, though. It's fine.
I wanna die.
Guys, focus. It's fine. Provoking.
I'm the short.
That is not A. I'm running to A. Ah! Did I make it?
I need heals.
I got it, so
Now, I'm dead.
sorry,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Well, it's still fixable, but yeah. Top everyone off quickly.
Brotherhood.
That was not a top off.
I had I'd already got a medical out.
Saying
Medical
people
won't
haven't
reach
moved,
them.
right?
Oh shit! Hello. That overflow was low.
Just okay.
No, Lexi will.
Oh! No, no, you got
I got an overflow. I tried to get away from everyone. Whoa. Because
okay, one more.
Overflow was
that was one more pull. Proper pull this time.
By the way, like, a medic will not reach the people who are at the edges.
Yeah, no, but like, what am I supposed to do? Because I'm trying to heal everyone in the middle, and...
A Q2, I guess. No, people in the middle don't need it. It's not a lot of damage.
To be fair, Vivi could have healed herself, honestly. Well, I don't know why you didn't die, of course, honey, but you didn't need to let yourself be that long.
Just single target heal the last ones.
Yeah. Just look at the party bar when you're doing the healing. See who doesn't get topped up. Honestly. Or if anyone is below like below half, give them a quick Tetra up. So I don't know. You have options. You're the healer.
To be fair, I didn't have Tetra at that point because I'd had to.
Either way, the damage there is going out too quick. That Medica ain't cutting it.
Yeah.
Alright, last proper one, boys. If you do see a safe spot, by the way, don't be afraid to pull it out.
Boy.
So if you see more than one, so we can have one as well.
Voice. Brotherhood. Change
I would be
stratagem.
afraid of calling it out and it actually not being a safe spot.
Well, if you're certain it's one, and I do mean certain.
That's on Jiggy Boy, by the way.
I think that was the cutest sign that was Jiggy Boy. The fact that positions. First tether, he just got obliterated. Rotate. Oh, thank you for failing spike testing. Second. You got.
Watch out.
Exit, come on.
Oh, come on!
That's horseshit.
No, I know why that's happening now. It's snapshotting too early.
I got him.
No, it's a wipe. It's a wipe.
Oh.
Do you guys want to try for one more or just stop now?
Oh, let's go for one more.
Sorry? Do you want to do one more or do you want to stop? It's fine either way. We have data, so. No, I'll say we have data, so.
Last one.
Okay.
He said last one. We can do it.
JJ, bearing in mind that when that happens, it rotates. I've noticed you're going around when it's on the other side. You know, you can just go straight through it, right? We don't have a tether.
Oh, you're.
We don't have a tether at that point. We can just go straight through it.
Yeah, but doesn't the oh yeah, never mind. Yeah.
Did you think we couldn't go through the middle of the boss for some reason?
No, I've been going back to north because I.
No. Don't worry about that because he teleports back to the middle anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, no, don't worry about the direction he's facing now. We need to do the mechanic. So.
Yeah, I'm just being a silly boy.
I say, Krim, are you in Holy Spirit when we're back if you get second tether after we rotate?
Annoyingly, yes, I am.
Ah, fuck. Okay, never mind.
I can't do shit about it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It like the opener just lines up that way.
It's fine. Happily, I at least have shoulder tackle to get back.
Chain stratagem.
I mean, I can cancel it and move, but one of us is losing damage either way.
Devotion.
Oh.
Just res it. Get a thingy prep real quick. Let's get him up. Maybe we can get him up before patch really quickly.
Hey.
My controller's dying.
No.
That was like a 2-second window.
It's fine. Just do it as usual.
Oh.
How? We don't know how to do it as usual, more. Wait, did you say you didn't have a tether?
Vivi didn't get the tether.
Oh, it was too quiet, honey. I couldn't hear it.
Oh well.
Well.
No, that was not a pull. That was not a pull. Did I have my shade arrow? Was that John again?
You did. You did.
Jesus fucking Christ, Morb! I had a shade walker!
I didn't even crit.
What? I didn't do anything wrong!
Time to tactician flow GCD, boys.
Jesus Christ, do I have to provoke at the start or something, like in the first GCD or something? Hey, Morb, can you do me a favour and just not attack the boss for like 10 seconds? That'd be great.
Sure.
He's not got piercing anyway.
Fucking
I'll
Christ,
try
what the
to
hell
rewind
is that, bro?
tactician at some point. But
No, don't worry about it, Morb. It only happened the once, but I don't know what the hell that was. Seriously. You sure one of your thingies wasn't a crit?
Boy.
Well, no, I'm not sure.
Chain stratagem.
I want to go back and check on the stream.
Brotherhood.
When I check the stream for research, Sticky, by the way, when I check the stream for research, if I find out it was, I'm gonna be mad.
I don't know. At least I didn't remember.
Watch him find out I accidentally don't shade walker him, and I didn't even know about it myself.
Anyway, spots. First. Okay, Ozo. Rotate.
Whoa,
Okay.
Okay, who the? Ozo was doing it correctly because what I had local. Somebody else messed that up.
I immediately ran towards the tanks.
Wait, like,
No,
didn't
you
we
should.
have the...
Wait. Alright, you ran towards the tanks.
Yeah, I blew to a tank.
You shouldn't have.
No,
Yeah, you
should.
should.
Blue to a
Should
tank,
I?
yeah.
Yeah.
Blue
But
to a
isn't
tank
the-
and yellow, green and red
Wait.
to a tank at the beginning.
Isn't the first one that's popped the local one, the green and red one?
You have to move
Yeah.
to the
But
tank.
I can't pop a blue one by getting
Oh yeah,
caught.
you did. Wait, alright, was it yours that went off then?
Don't think so. Pretty much everything went off at once.
Well,
So
Did we just get a server? Did we all just lag on the server? Then?
Let's just go again quickly. We'll figure it
Yeah,
out.
last one. Definitely the last one. Fourth or not.
Last ball.
Last one.
bleep, boop.
I have no clue what happened there. So
That was weird.
I could understand one person messing up because it feels like one person messed up and that caused a chain effect. I think.
Wet boy.
It felt too quick for that to happen.
Yeah.
Chain stratagem. Battle voice. Brotherhood. Devotion.
Don't think you want to be here, alright?
It crit either way.
Yes, Fox?
Giant.
I hate it when you get it.
Nice.
Sorry.
It's not your fault.
First. Stay. Second.
Hey, Krim.
You keep going, Jigger.
I'm on my way, baby.
Third. Watch Jigger.
No, you ran
Oh.
away too quickly.
Oh, God.
okay, I think this
Yeah,
is.
no, that. Oh, guys, what?
So,
Well,
guys,
you
we'll
were-
have a prog, you know, tomorrow.
So, am I to understand there that Legsy and whoever was Legsy did that correctly, and Morb moved way too quick for you
probably.
to... Didn't we say that it was the healers breaking the tethers there?
No,
If I
it
get
wasn't.
tethered
It
to
was.
Theo and it's long and far, I always run to him because he's always casting some bullshit.
So, which one did you have then, Holly?
I had.
Yeah, it's
close.
the close one, yeah.
Yeah. So
Wait, the
it
one
was
where you
about-
have to be close to break it,
No.
or be close to not break it. You gotta be more
Close to
specific.
not break it.
Yes.
Yeah,
So-
move away, I shouldn't.
So, in other words, Morb decided to sprint away before you, while you were casting.
Except for the fact that,
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was our turn to break it.
Not gonna end well.
No. No, didn't we agree that the third one was always Legsy?
no,
Yeah.
third is
The
always
third
the
one, it's
far
always
one.
green and green.
Oh,
and
third
red.
one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's always the local.
Yeah, I rarely get the tether with the healers, so I kind of got confused a bit.
Well, now you know.
Yeah,
I've gotten a tether with everyone.
and like 90% of the time I haven't tethered to the tanks.
Well, we know it's random, Morb.
The
I
thing
know
was
it's
is that
random,
like
it's just...
John or
the thing was is that I was like standing still, getting ready to heal, making sure that the tank stayed alive, and then the mob kills me.
Yeah, Bob's just like.
Okay then, boys and
I can
girls,
just
so
imagine.
back at it tomorrow, we know what to do.
imagine Vivi's character just like focusing on her bot casting spells. She doesn't looks to her right, and it's just like, oh no.
That is exactly what's happened.
In any case, right, okay, in any case though, guys, we can say this for certain, okay, so we're going again in tomorrow, and yeah, I'm gonna take a look once more, sorts the stream out, unless Vivi's got some, save the thingy. Either way, I'm gonna look, and I'm gonna have a look at this archive peripheral, and see how it works. If it really is just as simple as assigning safe spots, that's fine, but then we need to know...
So what happened is that they all go, like, for example, clockwise. The blue ones go slowly, the red one rotates fast. So, on the one pattern, it's probably something like stay next to the red one so that it rotates away from you.
Wait, so one of them goes one way and is also fast, the other one goes another way and is also slow? Is that what you're saying?
There's 3 of them.
There's 3 of them.
Wait, there's 3. Oh, right. So all the lasers don't go at the same speed. Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the one that's red goes like twice as fast as the others.
Okay. But the trick seems to be just identifying. Yeah, the trick just this seems to be identifying the safe spots, then, right? I didn't get a proper look at it. All I saw was the AoEs and the arms. And a bunch of lines designating that they were going clockwise or anti-lines. That's all I saw. I didn't see a way to identify.
Just to guess from the pattern that maybe like look at which laser goes straight across, which way it rotates, and just stand so that it rotates away from you. That would leave like the entire south side safe.
Wait. Yeah, but there's no way. You say that, but there's no way to bait it, though, is there? Is there?
No, they go straight across the first time. So look at there are like 3 lasers on one side. Look at the one in the middle that goes straight across. And like, if it rotates to the left, stand to the right of it. Well, on the other side. So that it rotates away from you.
Wait, there was one in the middle?
Yeah, there are 3 Fist Scream.
Yeah, I didn't see one in the middle, though. All I saw was a Mega
not in the middle of the arena.
No, in the middle around the edge.
It goes across, it's on the edge and it goes across the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So the trick is basically avoiding the first one and setting it up in such a way so you avoid the other 2 as well, then.
Normally, if you avoid the first one in the correct spots, the other should just move away from you.
Okay. So the trick is then dealing with the first one and making sure that, and automatically you should dodge the other 2 if I'm getting that right.
Yeah.
Well, I need to take a look at myself. I didn't get a good look at it. I didn't see if for example, I don't know how you guys were able to identify the way they were going. Was it the actual arms themselves, the way they were facing?
There's an arrow on them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's a
an
UTV
arrow
indicator
where
on them.
they're going, and you can kind of work.
Oh, I didn't see that. All I saw was the arrow rotator spinning around them.
Yeah, that's showing how they rotate.
No, that's how they rotate. I didn't see an arrow that shows where they first fire.
That's just a standard AoE. It's straight across from them.
Oh, just straight across from wherever they are then. Yeah. So they're all facing towards the middle then, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. That makes it easier then. So then all we have
there was like a cross pattern in the middle. Or cross pattern, whatever, but they all went.
Wait, doesn't that mean that south would always be safe, and at that point then it's just start left or right?
It depends where they rotate.
Yeah, they might rotate to south, which makes south not safe.
In that case, north would be safe, I guess.
Yeah, it does sound like either one half of the arena will always be safe. Yeah, so kind of like how we did it with Exaflare, where Exaflare combined with something like.
It'll be either like southwest or southeast. That's safe if the lasers are north.
Southwest. Okay, thing is, if they're going anti-clockwise, I'm having trouble seeing like how southeast could be safe, because if they go all the way across the arena, won't they eventually, going anti-clockwise, just hit southeast?
No, from what I've seen, once they rotate off the arena, they kind of have a chance.
Yeah, but there's several lasers that it lasts for.
And you need to keep in mind the target analysis as well.
Yeah.
Tanks need to be away from the party.
To be honest though, Jiggy, once we establish how we actually do it, to that point, it's just a trivial matter of finding a safe spot.
Off.
See you later.
Good night.
Bye bye.
The only thing I'll say is that all I know is that there's one variation of that attack, because that was Archive Peripheral, and I know that there's an attack called Archive All. That's all I know, though. I don't know what it does.
By the way, guys, I'll be RB for a while.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Do you reckon